Baller alert. Calling out baller alert. Got no problems with baller alert. With everybody on baller alert and everybody
My energy, oh high. Don't do no low degree. Shoot, fly, don't bother me. I feel good, I feel good, I feel good, I feel great, I feel good, I feel good, I feel good, I feel great. Keep my energy, oh high. Don't do no low degree. Shoot, fly, don't bother me. I feel good, I feel good, I feel good, I feel great, I feel good, I feel good, I feel good, I feel great. Here, doing me, it's not a good look on you, boy. You know I'm sucker free. You ain't about to take from me. I can feel my angels all around me. I'm protected. Writing out my wrongs, yo. I'm trying to reach these heavens. Pearly gates, I showed up and they don't care if I'm kinda late. Ain't tripping on my grind, just as long as I can share a plate. I know that you knew that I could do better. Patience out here teaching patience, I can see it clearer. Derek got me on my ego. Please spot up the drip. I'm a wind flow, my sign. Baby, don't you slip, you got to move, bitch. Get out my way. Luda ain't my daddy, but I de-stir some pigs. Sitting at the table, here they claim
YouTube doesn't care.
Say they want a feature, but they don't want to see you eat. I don't give a damn, boy, I stay up on my grind. Look, this little light of mine's gon' shine. Keep my energy, oh high. Don't do no low degree. Shoot, fly.
Alright, we're starting earlier because I gotta show some new stuff. I got new alerts, and unlike DSP, I'm actually gonna show them to you.
Don't do no low degree. Shoot, fly, don't bother me. I feel good, I feel good, I feel good, I feel great, I feel good, I feel good, I feel good, I
woke up this morning, blessed to be still breathing. Up early as fuck while broke niggas sleeping. Counting them up, them O's still increasing. Sauce dripping, swag superseding.
Early as fuck when the pig roach is sleeping.
Script and play my part. And you can hate, don't give a damn about who don't applaud. Just keep that same energy when my shit hit the chart. Y'all niggas funny like comedians, shit comical. You make me sick like some shit in my abdominal. And matter of fact, motherfuck the establishment. To be clear, the money is why I'm here, and I just thought that I'd establish it. Feeling like Tony the Tiger, I here making shit move like a diet with fiber. I would roll another L, probably won't get no higher, but still roll another one in case it's really required. I feel good.
Keep my energy, oh high. Don't do no low degree. Shoot, fly, don't bother me. I feel good, I feel good, I feel good, I feel great, I feel good, I feel good, I feel good, I feel great. Keep my energy, oh high. Don't do no low degree.
I looked at myself in the mirror.
Fly, don't bother me. I feel good, I feel good, I feel good, I feel great.
Me.
I feel good, I feel good.
YouTube doesn't care.
I feel so
Man, feeling how I'm feeling right about now.
I feel so
I feel like I'm on top of the world, you understand?
On top of what? The world. On top of
Because you're not rich and you're not famous and you're not this and you're not that. You had an opportunity to be, but you blew it all. And I said, well, oh well. I'm proud of that. I guess I'm proud to be a loser.
This one's for all my baby girls.
I'll be the guy on level 1. I streamed myself masturbating. I'll be the guy. Life. I'll be the for the thousands of children. I'll be the guy on level 1.
You're still on mission 1.
I'll be the guy on level 1. Level 1. Married happily, paycheck to paycheck happily, meaningful relationship, meaningful life with a family. And now, by the way, I have to raise money to pay 2 big bills next week. All my utilities are due next week. Tomorrow, if I stop streaming, I would not be able to get a job. YouTube doesn't care. So it would be the end of my life. But outside of that, everything else is good in my life. You know what I mean?
Baller alert.
I'll be the guy on level 1. I streamed myself masturbating. I'll be the guy. Life. I'll be the for the thousands of children. I'll be the guy on level 1.
You're still on mission 1.
I'll be the guy. I'll be the thousands of children.
Let me tell you something. When your life
Yeah,
is
this shit
allowed
came out
to
today.
It's a much better situation. Big ups here. And I can tell you that from personal experience.
Man.
Look at my life now. I have a beautiful wife.
That reveal was it was so underwhelming, man. Everybody was hyped for the first time ever for DSP shit, and it was just bad. He's gonna do a reaction video to the most tame video about him.
Why do I say I'm not?
Might as well be watching Animal Planet.
I'm not. I'm hoping.
Oh yeah, let's get this. This is a
I'm
banger.
not here to pretend that I'm something that I'm not. I don't dye my hair.
It's the biggest banger
I
in
don't
life.
act stupidly constantly to get attention from children. I don't do stupid pranks. You know what I mean? I don't cause drama. I'm here just to play games and have fun. I'm a legitimate gamer.
Big up
Baller alert.
I need banana, tasty banana, banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I need banana, tasty banana. Please don't feel it comes in there. Banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Banana in my mouth. Act and talk a certain way with certain mannerisms, certain over-the-top reactions, screaming at the top of their lungs, jumping.
I'm gonna play the
flailing,
GACHA song
weird
next.
things.
That also came out like yesterday or something. I don't know. I just put it out when it's done. I don't like sitting on shit. And hyping up meme songs that are a minute and a half long. There's no point. Squeeze chill.
This one's for all my baby girls.
I need banana, tasty banana, banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I need banana, tasty banana. Please don't feel it comes in there. Banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Banana in my mouth.
When we hit the 250th Street.
So after this next song, I'm gonna show off the new whatever animations, not animations, the new alerts.
Alright, the ones that I play.
All right. Unlike DSP, who waits for you to pay for them and then you get to see it. Yeah, you guys, it's so cool.
I actually admitted this last year. I'll say it again. I actually do play some mobile games.
This is the
I
new
do.
thing that I want to
All
show.
right, the ones
But
that
let's
I
listen
play
to some
are
mobile
free to
games.
play,
I love
or
mobile games, man.
incredibly inexpensive, like you spend $1 here.
Walk in, everybody. Let's get this started. This is gonna be a shift.
I love it. Got me that. Gotcha. Begging for fucking tips and shit on street. It's WWE Champions time. I'm stupid. WWE game plays like Candy Crush, moving gems around, breaking colored gems. I love it. Again, it's pay to win. The more money you sink into it, the more characters you can summon, the higher chance you'll get the better characters, etc., etc. All right? Got me that. Gotcha. I love it. Got me that. Gotcha. Begging for fucking tips and shit on street. Gotcha. Got me that. Gotcha. Thanks for the money, dummies. Supercar. That was a mobile game I played like 5-6 years ago. A lot. For about a year, I played it pretty hardcore. All right, even at that point, that was before everything kind of fell apart with YouTube and everything. I was putting a little bit of money into it.
I was putting a little bit of money into it.
Cards. I was playing the shit out of that game. Okay. After about a year, they launched what they called Season 2, which reset all the cards in the game and made all your progress essentially worthless. And I said, this game fucking sucks. What a complete waste of time that this was. All right.
Okay, now this is why I started early. Now I'm gonna spam a bunch of new alerts, and I'm gonna try and make this as unobnoxious as possible, but I thought it would be a good idea for you to know that there's new stuff. All right, I'm gonna start with a subscriber alert. Very nice.
I'm lurking and I'm stalking when you least expect it.
Big ups for the sub, Suzette. Do not fear a man that spams.
Yeah, this message is not gonna
memes.
play.
Instead,
There's no
fear a
sub
man that
messages
spams
for
a
this.
meme 1,000 times.
All right, now what do we have? A member event. Okay, a member is gonna happen. Wow, this is so cool. It's custom style, dude. I made it.
Now indoctrinated in a cult of
Oh yeah, and TTS is a thing.
The Kool-Aid.
TTS is a thing, so now you can say obnoxious stuff. So I can mute it. Then yeah, super chat's gonna be this. What is it? Set it to 1.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Lauralee just busted a $1 super chat.
Big ups, born too late to explore the earth, born too early to explore the universe, born perfectly to explore dank memes.
Yeah, this generic message, that shit's also gonna play. I hope the audio is playing out. This might be a terrible segment. That's why I started early. Then for massive contribution super chats. What is that? Like a 10 plus, I guess? Yeah, I think so. There's gonna be a song. We get the level 1. Very exciting.
Layla just busted a $10 super chat. Big ups, howdy, my name is Bill.
Alright. So this is how DSP can actually show you what the alerts are beforehand. This is what I figured out today, which was actually the catalyst for me changing all that shit. And then we have for the tips, we have a bunch. Let me see what it is. There's this one that's like a $1, I think.
This one's for all my baby girls.
Oh yeah, this for the baby girls. It's a $1 generic gift because that's what you get for $1. Come on, don't ask too much. Hey, big ups! Now we get to see it. Big ups, Wombo Combo, for being the first person to do it.
Wombo Combo is now indoctrinated in the cult of chill. Big ups and sip the Kool-Aid.
Hey, big ups for the indoctrination. And what else we get? We get, I think, some other shit. Man, I'm so lost. Okay. We get, what the fuck was it? Okay, I figured it out. Here it is. Variations. We get this for 3.
Reception airlock open.
I think. Get outside and work, bitch, I think.
Get your ass out there and fucking work, bitch.
Yeah, this is a
Tipped
thing.
$3. Howdy, my name is Bill.
Yeah, with I think all of them have TTS now. And I'm gonna pause it if I'm in the middle of talking or something. And then like what? There's a 5, there's a 1651, and the bigger one I have songs in them, I think. Right? I can't share this screen, man. I wish I could. Alright, this is still the intro segment anyways. Oh, we got the gravy train for 5. That one is the same as before. There we go, it's a gravy train.
It was the gravy train, baby. I was making
gravy train.
insane amounts of money. Like dirty, rotten, this is way too much fucking money for just playing video games kind of money.
Adora tipped $5. Born too late to explore the earth. Born too early to explore the universe. Born
Then for
perfectly to
10,
explore dank memes.
for 10 we have the baller alert, the entire thing. And 1651 we have this specific one, the GACHA song. Is the 1651 obviously. And imagine the background music wasn't playing. Some shit like this, and I think there's a higher one than this. Let me see, I already fucking
Carol
forgot.
tipped $16.51.
Oh yeah, there's the
Born
there's
too
the
late to
Squeeze
explore
Banana
the earth.
remix for
Born
everything
too early
else.
to explore the universe.
Let's see
Born
if this is a
perfectly to
50, what's
explore
gonna
dank
happen?
memes.
And basically this is gonna happen. Okay, now that I annoyed everybody before we even started, we can actually get started.
Odelia tipped $50. Howdy,
Okay.
my name is Bill.
Let me just refresh, get rid of all the fake ones. All right. Okay, that's it. This is where the actual stream starts. Now, what happened yesterday? DSP had his April Fool's reveal thing that was bad. It wasn't really an April Fool's themed, but it was a reveal and it was bad.
This one's for all my baby girls.
Hey, what is this for my baby girls? Hey, big ups. Where's the TTS for this? No TTS, I guess. I gotta fix this. Big ups Anonymous for the $1. Shout out to the little baby girls. Big ups. What do we have here? I think Hate Army Watch had the clip. We got it in the watch later. And yeah, he's gonna debunk Down the Rabbit Hole, a video that came out a long time ago and doesn't feature a lot of the latest shit that people shit on him for. And it's a very tame and very generalized look at DSP's career. So he's gonna do a reaction video, which is gonna be awesome. And I'm gonna do a reaction video of it later for free. I don't have to ask for 400 members. And I'll tell you exactly which parts he's gonna skip hint hint, the Pandali parts, and which parts he's gonna debunk, hint hint, people hating on him for any reason. Probably. I think so. It's a DSP thing. Meanwhile, I can also get the camera on. You get to see the amazing camera. But it is what it is,
ladies and gentlemen.
This is how I brainwash you easier.
So, as you know,
now in the beginning, we're gonna
past-
trim the fat and skip through the actual nonsense and garbage, which was a ton of it. Because the intro was terrible. He was discussing why he doesn't have members. You know, YouTube and generally, you know, the same shit it's every time. Man, I can't please everybody and I can't motivate anyone and this and that. And I think it starts here about 10 minutes in.
I will schedule a special event.
Oh, here it is. Well, let me get back here. And first, let me tell you what I think before that. Before it happened, what people were talking about is that it was gonna be a collab with Wings, or it was gonna be a cooking video, or it was gonna be some members exclusive stuff. Anything. Or maybe an edited video. And what it is, exactly, it's a DSP fucking reaction video. He's gonna press record and he's gonna watch down the rabbit hole while reacting to it, and that's gonna be it. For 400 members, and he wants 50 more members, and it didn't actually work, which was shocker. It didn't work. Or at least still, of course, he just announced it, so there's gonna be a long time until we're gonna see what's gonna happen. And he at some point talks about maybe people who wouldn't like him would become members just to see this happen. Well, let me tell you, if you feel like this, you already know that his debunk of this video is gonna be bullshit, and it's just gonna be him saying, well, this is not true, well, this is partially true, well, this and this and this, and it's gonna be nothing. He's not even watching something that actually challenges him. He's watching just a general look of his life, like we're gonna see later. I mean, it's a great video for what it is, which is extremely introductory material to DSP shit. So yeah, but let's get into his actual announcement.
Honest, not to say that I wouldn't enjoy playing multiplayer with members, but the fact that it's just not viable. There's not enough multiplayer games to do it. The multiplayer games that are out there aren't great and don't really hold my interest. And on top of that, the logistics of making it work out, I always end up with people who are disappointed. And in general, the general viewers just don't care about those events regardless. So it's kind of like, please a very small focused group of people who want to become paid members at the expense.
Oh, and he was talking this nonsense about if he made special members only streams that nobody would check him out. It's like a DSP. You already get the money from these 400 people and you make the event for them. They already paid you for it. Why would you want to double dip and look for like tips and members during that stream? Come on, DSP.
Of everyone else,
like,
I don't
how
think
does
I should
this
do
make
that.
any sense? Makes me go like, huh?
So, with everything that's been going on, the last couple of months, you may have noticed the members' goal has gone down.
Yeah,
the goal hasn't changed. The goal is still I want to hit 400 members. The highest I ever got was 391, and then it stagnated, it's froze, and we didn't.
You can't lower the goal, man. That would be the trolls are gonna win. The trolls are gonna win.
Hit it, okay? So instead of trying to think of conventional things, and instead of trying to think,
and you know what's gonna happen if the trolls win? They're gonna write a bunch of nasty stuff on Kiwi Farms and on Twitter and make a bunch of nasty videos. Unlike when the trolls not win, and they make a bunch of stuff like I just said.
Things that have been done before, or everyone else has done. And, you know, basically, I'm trying to think of things that are absolutely specific to me. I'm trying to think of things that possibly would bring something new to the table.
Okay.
All right. Something that I never.
And that's what's funny is that all the shit that people were speculating was way more elaborate and assumed that he would put way more effort in compared to a reaction video, and especially a reaction video of something so non-provoking like the Down the Rabbit Hole. It's such a tame video, and it's so like formal and documentary style. It's not a video that's gonna provoke him into having any kind of reaction. It's just gonna be him watching it and being like, I remember this, now let's skip this Pandali segment because you guys, this was in the past. It's just like, kind of silly and not really motivating anybody to become members.
I've never done before. I've been talking about this over the last week. That basically I'm trying to think of something that's
Maybe
outside of my comfort.
if it was something like what Wings does for the Lions Den, where he would go in Discord and talk to some trolls and shit. Maybe if it was something like this, then trolls would be motivated to become members, because that would be fun content. But this shit, how would trolls be motivated? I can watch the video myself. It's half an hour long, and I will watch it later.
Zone that,
because we have like what, 2 hours until DSP starts.
That essentially would be something that maybe would attract different audiences.
A different audience.
All right.
Like what different audience? People that don't like you? What's the different audience? Down the rabbit hole fans? What? They already watched that video. They know who you are. So they can go, oh yeah, this is how he does it. So now those people, they're gonna watch Down the Rabbit Hole, then they're gonna go and watch The Beggar's Journey, all of it, all the, what it is, 11 parts? 11 parts. They're gonna watch all of it, and then they're gonna be mega fans of Phil, because those videos are super positive. Yeah, A Beggar's Journey is a very positive thing.
I'm not saying this is certainly gonna be,
but he still should have reacted to A Beggar's Journey. Why not? At least one.
Something that would be interesting to everyone, but I do feel that it would basically get some people.
No, it wasn't. It's not an April Fool joke. I know that almost for sure. He wouldn't do that. He's not even. He is not that lame to do that and come up today, for example, today, and just say that shit yesterday was a big scam. You guys are actually doing something else. And there's a great part in this video. We're gonna get to it eventually.
Interested enough, where maybe it would motivate some people to want to become a member to see this type of event.
This type of event.
So ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Prepare your
even less effort than playing games, because the only input he's gonna have is pressing the space bar. I know, because I do this.
Butts.
Super low effort. I'm drinking a beer and I'm pressing the space bar a lot, and I'm just talking.
All right, prepare your butts.
Prepare your butts.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And he loves this attention when people are excited, and then he says the thing, and then everybody stops being excited. This must be a terrible feeling. Must be terrible to have stuff like this happen to you. When you're excited for something, and then this gets everybody else excited, and then it's underwhelming. Time after time after time after time, and in the end, we're still on level 1. Now he's gonna react to videos about him from 5 years ago. Nice.
The members goal for the month of April 2022 is 400 members.
Awesome.
All right. And
go get them.
If we hit 400 members at any time during the course of April, all right, I will schedule a special event, all right, where I will do...
Hold on.
Oh, and this is what he does right before the reveal. What? He wants to bring a different audience, by the way. A different audience. What kind of an audience watches this and tolerates this?
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
I will do a type of video. You guys...
You know what Rambo says? Apologizing isn't just words.
Asked me to do...
Come on.
For many, many years. And I've completely avoided doing it. I've completely avoided commenting about it. I have stayed away from it as far as humanly possible.
You have commented about it. We're gonna watch the Dark Surfer video after this.
It's time to experiment a bit. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, 6 million.
This is one of my favorite ones. It just says 6 million and it's just standing there. And I'm like, what? Isaac Heimler? What?
Cheese Pizza Rat did a super chat. In my opinion, 6 million.
6 million.
Is an exaggerated figure. I agree with you. I don't know what you're talking about, but I definitely agree with you.
Yo, 6 million.
6 million.
And just stands there. It's like, what?
That's a pretty interesting number, isn't it?
You're gonna host a memorial stream?
6 million people have seen it.
Okay.
It's time for me to comment about it. Ladies and gentlemen, if we hit the members goal this month, DarkSydePhil reacts to Down the Rabbit Hole, DarkSydePhil.
Oh, holy fuck. This was so uncomfortable because he just made the announcement and then lean in manual sound box. It was so bad. Holy shit,
To
man.
comment on this video. I've avoided it for over 5 years.
No, you
over
didn't.
6 million people have seen this video.
Okay.
And this is all they
It's a good
know.
video.
Of me.
Well, that's all they want to know. That's all they have to know. And then they're like, whoa, that's a scumbag.
Scumbags.
And then they leave. That's all they need to know. They don't need to come and watch me nitpick his life every fucking day. Come on.
That is
That's
me
all they
right
need to
there.
know.
It is me. That's me from a long time.
They're not
That's
ready
a
for
really
this.
interesting face, isn't it?
You're
So,
still on mission 1.
I will watch this video and I will essentially comment on it, much like I do with the retrospective events that I have done previously.
Wow.
Now, I will give you
So
some.
being out of his element for him entails watching a different type of video than he is. Man, like, what? This is like, oh, holy fuck. Because when you hype shit up like this, it implies that you're gonna put more effort than you put in usually. And no, of course he's not gonna put not 1% more effort, not 3% more effort, nothing, no effort, negative amounts of effort. He's gonna press record and just goat laugh a lot while Frederick Knudsen is narrating his life. Come on, DSP.
Some upfront information. I've seen the video.
Yeah, and also I don't want to seem like I'm hating on the video. I love that video. It's great, but it's very overall generalized look at DSP, and it's not even from the perspective of he's a lol cow. It's from the perspective of he's a guy on the internet that gets a bunch of people talking about him.
Okay? And honestly, I don't think it's that bad. I've seen the video and I watched it. I was like, well,
yeah, it's not bad at all.
Actually, a lot of this stuff is
like the
pretty
tamest
true
video,
or close to the full truth, with a few things here or there. In fact, a lot of the things in the video that are incorrect are more nitpicky than anything else. I think the general vibe of the video is correct. Did you ever watch a documentary about you called Down the Rabbit Hole? No, there's no point.
And we get this
There's no point because number one, all it would do is piss me off, and number two, I guarantee you
this was 2020. This video was out for like what, 3 years.
The thing is with all these documentaries, right? No one ever consults the person who it's about. Not a single person has ever consulted me on a single piece of content that's been put out about me on the internet. No one's, oh, I want to get your side of the story. No one, they don't care.
This is your side of the story. These clips are your side of the story. In a certain way, we know his side of the story more than anybody else's side of the story. That's why it was such a big thing when Rambo and Howard shit on him, because it's their part of the story. And all we heard before was just DSP putting words in people's mouths.
All they want to do is they want to spin stuff
Just
in a
wanna
dramatic
spin
way
stuff.
for their own fucking views.
They're like figure
So,
skaters who just spin stuff.
Even if a lot of it is true, I guarantee you this shit in it's not, because they didn't bother talking to me. You know what I mean? So I don't care about that thing. I will never watch it. I have no desire to watch that kind of content anyway. You know, like, why would I waste my time with that crap? The answer is I will not.
I'm watching it.
Okay, for those who don't know what this video is,
but now it's
this
not
is from
toxic.
2017.
Now it's for those who don't know.
Over 5 years ago, there was a person on YouTube who was
No, it's
starting to do
super fair.
documentary series, docu-series.
Oh, by the way, there's a little bit of a vibe of claiming Fred's clout in this. He's like, oh, he did a video on me and it was like really big, man. People cared about me so much. And it's not about the video being great.
And he did a wide variety of stuff, but started doing more dramatic content. And mine was the first dramatic video that he did about a content creator on the internet. And over 6 million people have seen this video. Arguably outside of my own content, this is the most viewed video about me on the internet. Okay.
Is this for real? It's probably the jerk-off video probably has more. The Keemstar DSP video probably has more than 6 million, which is a very arbitrary number. I'm just saying. Keemstar, or wait, Drama Alert DSP Gaming? Because that would have like, what is this? DSP Wank Stream. Oh, and this had only 1 million. Oh, DSP was a scrub even when he jerked off, man. And that shit sucks.
So, why is this interesting? Because I've never commented on my past like this before, ever.
It's not.
Right?
You should watch the Secret Limited videos. They're really well put together, and kind of criticism, so you could debunk that. And you can make a longer stream too, because this video is only 30 minutes long. He's gonna watch it for what, an hour and a half.
Never seen someone else's
He's slow as
perspective
fuck. He's like
and
me.
then heard my take on it, nor have you heard the true story behind a lot of the stuff. The whole idea is, even though this is a 30-minute video, this would not be a 30-minute stream. This would be a lengthy stream where I go through it and I basically talk with you guys about each piece of it and give you perspective about that time in my life and what it was like. Admittedly, I've made a lot of mistakes over the years, and this video is a lot about that, okay? Now, you may say, now, wait a minute. Hold on a second.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Phil,
Is this gonna be
people
clown
do
mode?
these
No.
React videos all the time, right?
But this is the
And
only one that is factual.
You crap on them or whatever. And
Because
you
it's
even
a softball. Because
say-
it's soft. It's the one that is factual because it's soft as fuck. Because it's abstract as fuck.
when people do react videos to other people's videos, that's you're stealing content, right? You said
Wait, no, this is a criticism goes to stealing content. Are we still talking about this? What is this? 2014? Was this when Jinx was making fucking reaction videos? We're way past this point. Come on. Everybody knows it's transformative. It's personality that makes it.
When people are reacting to your content, that they're stealing your content without your permission. So what makes you any better than them?
Stealing your fucking content, man.
You
Come
think that you
on,
can react to
Grandpa.
this video?
Come
Well,
on.
because I got permission. I directly asked the guy and had a conversation with him. And he said that, yes, he gives me absolute permission to do this, and he's gung-ho for it. He actually would like to see the stream himself.
There's a cool section coming up, too.
And just in case anyone wants to be a dickhead about it,
anyone gonna
and say
be a
Phil's
dickhead.
making this shit up, he actually even said that
people are gonna make up fake DMs between the Down the Rabbit Hole guy and DSP. Because this is what he said. Oh, an addendum. I know that some of your detractors might say that my permission is fake. Go ahead and show them these DMs if your chat makes a fuss. Who would say this? A fake permission for reaction video. Just let it sink in. A fake permission to watch a YouTube video that is public domain on the internet and react to it.
probably people would say that, and that he's
Did you sign it in blood?
outright giving permission, and he will confirm this. If people say that it's fake, he'll say no, it's real.
Did Keemstar ask DSP, DSP, can I take this video of you masturbating on camera and put it in my drama show?
Okay.
Did he do that?
So, yeah.
The fuck? Who does this?
Again, I have never absolutely done anything like this before, ever. In my history as a content creator, whenever it comes to this kind of stuff, I tell you guys, listen, I make my own shit. I focus on the positive, right? But in this
you don't make your own
particular
shit.
case,
You don't make your own
All right.
shit.
Right?
Come on. What have you made actually? Actually from scratch. What has he made from scratch? And I'm talking about like a blank video or something from like nothing.
Frederick Knudsen, which is
Nothing.
the name of
It's
the
all
guy
just
who
like-
made this, and that's his channel on YouTube, by the way.
Just DSP shit.
Made a video that was ultra popular. And like I said, I hate to say it, the vast majority of people who know me for negative reasons, and a
Yes.
lot of them have
'Cause
seen this
you're a
video.
negative guy?
Like I said, out of all the content made about me, this video has the most views. There's no other video on YouTube that has
Has
more
the
than
most
6 million
views,
views
okay.
about me. So it makes sense to react to the biggest one, right? There's other shit
Of
out there that's
course.
really stupid.
Of course.
And just here's the thing. Why waste time on the junk out there that you know is fake when this actually is pretty factually
What do you
correct?
know it's fake?
But I
What
can
do you
add
know
more
it's
to it.
fake?
I feel like if
The junk, you know it's fake. I like how he's generalizing everything ever that's made about him outside of this one video that is super tame.
I do this,
I love this.
DarkSydePhil reacts to Down the Rabbit Hole, DarkSydePhil, that I can actually give you perspective on the things said in this. Because
What
admittedly, even though a lot of
bruh?
this stuff is right, I'll tell you, he got a lot of stuff right. There's a lot of things in there that are either mischaracterized or speculation that aren't right. And I can
Okay.
definitely take this opportunity to at least elaborate on some of that and clear the air on some of that, regardless of the fact that a lot of people probably won't believe me anyway. At least I can tell you my side of the story. Okay?
Big ups Manuel for 3 months of
There you go.
membership.
And by the way,
Big
after
ups.
having a conversation with Frederick Knudsen, I don't think he's a hater at all. In fact, you know, the perspective
Oh, you don't
here
think
is
he's
that
a
this is one of
troll? You don't think the nicest guy on the internet is a troll? Wow, DSP, you have such a way of reading people.
his earlier videos.
Wow,
and he
I
was
don't think this guy was super nice. I don't think he's a troll, you guys.
testing the waters for for this kind of content, and he went on to make other stuff. Like I think he made videos about Spoonie and actually someone who you guys may be familiar with, Wings of Redemption, who basically gets mentioned on my streams all the time. And I like really don't know much about the guy, but he has a 2-hour video on him, and I may watch it.
Why were you texting
to learn more
him?
about him, since
I don't know anything about him, but I'm gonna watch because down the rabbit hole. the lolcow documentary.
It seems everyone wants to constantly talk about him on my channel.
But you were texting him though. Wings showed the DMs, not the DMs, but just like the general page. You could see they were texting in the same day.
All right.
Come on.
So that being said,
is just like
okay.
Down the toilet bowl.
That's
I'm telling
what I'm offering.
you.
If we
this
hit
is what we're offering.
400
this is trash, and you hyped this up, and you thought this would be such a special thing. Wow, you exposed yourself for being a terrible streamer. Come on.
DSP Gaming. Wow, I'm forgetting the name of my own channel. If we hit
People ask him for like 1,000 things, and he's gonna do a reaction video to something that is just not all that reactable.
Memberships on DSP Gaming at any point during this month, okay? Then I will do this. Now, if this ends up being successful, if people like it, if it ends up being...
How does he do that? He sneaks in a burp and a snort in a belch. Within begging.
Something that's as educational, as fun and silly, then I will consider doing other things like this in the future as well. But I'm not committing to that. Because it very well can end up being a waste of time too. I don't know. You never know. You gotta try different things.
Josh on the 5-month membership, dude.
Baller alert! Calling out baller alert.
Like I've told you guys over the years,
balling so hard.
You know, every once in a while,
I gotta switch the hat. I guess
your comfort zone and try
I'm gonna
something
put on
different.
the black.
I try to avoid things that are going to cause a lot of negativity and drama. In this case, watching this particular video, I actually don't think that's the case. I don't. I think that this is a video that's a lot of matter-of-fact stuff about my very early years on YouTube, all the way up to say like 2017, and it covers a lot of the stuff that's been going on in the past. And a lot of people bring up over the years. Though. And essentially, what I can do is I can clear the air on a lot of it, right? And I can talk about it and say, you know, this is true, this is not, or this is mostly true, but here's the actual true story behind it, or more elaboration on it. But in the most part, it's going to be kind of going through a history of my fails, a history of things that I did wrong that led to the fact that I'm nowhere near as popular as I used to be, which is undeniably true.
Yeah.
And even though I can argue as much as I want that it's not my fault, it's not my fault, a lot of it's my fault. And this video actually covers a lot of that stuff. And that's a good thing, I feel, to go down memory lane and not only look at the positives,
but the negatives. But when it came out, it was terrible and it was toxic.
And say, listen, here's where I messed up, but here's how I've learned. Maybe one of the good things about this video is that
how did you learn anything when now you're infinitely less relevant than you were back then? What does that mean? You learned something. You learn stuff and get better at stuff. You don't learn stuff and keep failing. And you're not learning. You're just studying, but you're not learning.
And realize
maybe you're not even studying.
That was old me and not the current me,
the new me,
right?
The reborn streamer.
To see how someone's
the old me. And this has been an arc recently as the midlife crisis starts. It's been an arc in DSP to try and overwrite his past and look back on as much as he can that his narcissism is gonna let him, and say that that was a different person and try and separate himself from everything else, because now he's completely reborn. He's the born again interactive streamer, of course.
Changed over the years for the better. And that's, I think, one of the things that's going to come out of it. Okay.
Always.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the deal. All right. But we got some work to do because we're currently at 352 members. We may have gotten another one. I think there was one more that was added here during the pre-stream.
I mean, it's 50 members. It can't be that hard. Probably gonna hit it.
That's we got work to do.
For the gimmick. For the gimmick.
To hit that goal. All right. So it's announced. It's out there. Please consider becoming.
Big ups Eisenhorn for the 2-month membership. Says big ups and shout out to Perks Angle. Perk Angle. Sound good? Sound good. Pop those perk.
Baller alert.
A member, if that's something you're interested in, and I get the feeling that you're going to have people who are long-time viewers who are interested in something like that, and people who maybe aren't long-time viewers, and quite frankly, they don't like me that much, but they want to see this happen as well. So let's see what happens. All right?
Nothing's gonna
It's
happen.
out there
And
now.
that's
Let's see what
basically
you
it.
guys think.
And then
I'm
there's
curious about
wait,
the
what a
feedback.
kiwi
Again,
farm segment.
This is something completely outside of my
What?
comfort zone. I have to start doing things like this, or else I don't know how else to motivate people to do memberships on YouTube when I can't offer much. You know, I
things
wish I
that
could offer
people
more.
ask you to do.
I'm doing what I can within the realm of what I can do. You know what I'm saying? And it's very limited. So, all right.
All right.
Ladies and gents. Ladies and gents.
What is chat saying, though?
$3 says, I'm relatively new
Chat
to
is
your channel. Can you
underwhelmed.
explain detractor lore? No.
Can you
there's no
explain
point.
detractor lore?
And the thing is, that video that I'm talking about, the down the rabbit hole video,
I'm not
I don't
even
think that's
drunk.
a detractor video at all. It's hilarious.
Just
because
chill
people
in
reference it to
general.
me
I'm
like
not even
that over
drunk
the
right
years.
now.
And then when I watched it, I
I
was like,
drank
that's
some beer. It's not even
detractor stuff.
not even a
Here's
liter.
the difference.
I think. Yeah.
There's a
not
difference
even a
between
liter.
someone who observes and documents and someone who detracts. Someone who
Observes
observes and
someone
documents.
who detracts. I don't remember this. Hey, big ups Kenichi for the membership, dude. Enjoy this new
Kenshi
revamped
is now
pop-up.
indoctrinated in the cult of chill. Big ups and sip the Kool-Aid.
Big ups for being indoctrinated.
Does their best to actually get
Chat, everyone now. We need to chant. Hate Phil. Hate Phil. Hate Phil. This is the club membership.
factual situations and or at least reasonable speculation about something that happened and
Lord have
present
mercy,
it
I'm
in a
about
kind
to
of matter.
bust.
Almighty Tevin just busted
Hey,
a
Tevin, about to bust.
$2.22 super chat. Big ups to the Meekaholics out there, _ChadPhil.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Baladi just busted a $2 super chat. Big ups, love the chill side content and sweet mixtapes.
Big ups everybody. Big ups Turvin. Big ups. Shout out Turvin for the super chat. And big ups to the Mere Cataholics and Baladi for the $2 super chat for loving the sweet mixtapes. They're very
Matter of
sweet.
fact,
Thanks everybody for the positivity.
situation. Well, a detractor is someone who's literally doing
That's 'cause
their
it's a
best to
special
make
stream.
you look bad. You know what I'm
Somehow.
saying? Like, okay, here's a situation that happened, but instead of presenting it in an objective fashion, here's a very negative, subjective
I'm getting
presentation
a
of that.
celebratory beer refill. Wow.
In a lot of cases, with added derision,
It's
with
like
added
blowing
insults
bubbles
and
for-
things to
for
just
adults.
extrapolate upon the negativity and toxicity of that content. You see, and I think that's the difference here between someone like Frederick Knudsen, who's trying to present very matter-of-factly, versus
And
someone
just a
like
bunch of
any of the
amazing.
illegal restreamers, any of the people who tried to make this
Lord
shit
have
over the
mercy, I'm
years.
about to
Someone who makes a
bust.
video saying I rage
Eisenhorn
quit again.
just busted a $2 super chat. Big ups. It's all Tevin's
Still getting
fault.
used to the TTS saying that you busted. Big ups for the $2 bust. And it is Tevin's fault. I still think it's Tevin's fault. And I think he uses viewbots despite having absolutely no proof. This is the face DSP gives you when he says Tevin uses viewbots. Huh? What? He was so smug when he said it.
And when I never
Hey,
rage
by
quit,
the way, I'm gonna tell you, Tevin uses viewbots. Then everybody was
factually
like, "How
wrong
do you
shit,
know?"
Just
And
for
then he was
clickbait.
like,
You see the difference? So there you have it. That's the difference, and that's what I mean. Like doing a video like down the rabbit hole, I don't feel that's something that's overly negative. Even though yes, it will present many negative things that I've done in the past in a very objective light. That's okay. They happened. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a difference between okay, this concretely happened. Here it is, or here's
but some of
terrible
the
things
stuff you deny. Some of the stuff you
said
deny.
about me
Come
that
on.
actually didn't happen or spun in a way that didn't actually happen to get clickbait toxic views. It's different. And by the way, again,
You get toxic views.
when I do something like this, reacting to a video like that, you're going to get my perspective because a lot of the stuff that was said in that video was either partial truth or only truth spoken to what public knowledge was.
But what about
have
the
more than
mobile
just
games?
public knowledge because I'm the person
about
involved.
to bust.
I'm the
Spoonie
person
Ton
involved.
just busted a $2.40 super chat. Big ups, almost 4 months. You should fly me across the country, dude. I demand to be Amazon primed like Ket.
Dude, I gotta be an airline at this point. At the rate in which I'm flying people across the country. Big up Spoonita.
Involved.
But keep it
So
up.
I can
Maybe
add
it's
more
gonna
to it,
happen, dude.
extrapolate
Come on.
upon it, and give you more of an
Mercy, I'm about
explanation
to
about a lot of the
bust.
things involved.
Ya
In
boy
fact,
just busted a $2 super chat. Big ups, I'm so close to bustin'. Oh no, I busted. Tip me.
there were one or two
Big
things
ups
there
to
that
the
I was like,
bus.
wow, I realized I've
Yeah,
never
boy.
publicly spoken about it because
Oh,
at the
no, I
time it
busted.
made more sense not to, and now it's years later. It
Camera
doesn't
was
matter
on.
if I talk about it. So there you go. Okay. Joe, I think it was supposed to be George Blood, but
George
instead it's
Blood.
Yogi Blood. He forgot
What?
the R. I mean, I'm gonna put up the
DSP
name as
fans
spelled,
be like-
but he misspelled his name. Let's.
Oh, you know
look,
when
this is how he
somebody
spelled it.
misspells something, DSP gets specifically obnoxious. Yeah, what did it say here?
And he
What?
basically says I should go to Kiwi Farms and read a thread about me.
Of
Now
course.
that is something.
Which one? Which one? He has one thread with over 10,000 pages. Actually, exactly 10,000 pages. Can somebody who has this much shit written down about him be like actually a good person as he claims?
Absolutely positive.
I've never seen this happen with anybody else before.
Tell you all I will never do.
Never.
All right,
Somebody
number
to
one,
be slandered this massively by people on a variety of platforms and just have done nothing wrong and everything correct.
just to go over there and subject yourself to a website like that.
A website like
You
that.
want to talk about going down a rabbit hole? That's not going down a rabbit hole. That's like going down a shit encrusted, but
Shit encrusted. I thought he would say something with ass. The first thing he says is shit encrusted. This guy, the fantasies this guy has with feces. Holy fuck.
he didn't razor blade
The scat monster.
stuck on the side hole.
I'm gonna make a scat song and nobody's gonna listen to it.
By the time you get down it, you are completely mauled and destroyed. Like any semblance of rational thought is gone and lost over
Wow.
there.
Down the
The
toilet
few
bowl.
times that I went over there because people
He knows how it is down there in that fictional place because that's where his career went.
instructed me there was personal stuff over there that could be harmful to myself or my family, and I had to go over there. I just was like,
They're
can't
harmful for
believe
my
it.
family.
I can't believe
What went? Oh, I know what. And he was bitching about this, and you could tell at the time you knew that he went to Kiwi Farms and read a bunch of shit. It was when he went to have his wedding, and people were making fake threads about like fantasizing about breaking in his condo and like stealing Jasper and shit like that. And it was just like mad shit posting. It was all kinds of stuff. People are gonna infiltrate with like a helicopter and then bust down the door and like find where the statues are and steal them and shit like that. And he went there and read this, and he came on stream one day, I think it was after the wedding, and explaining that people were planning to break into his house on Kiwi Farms.
leave the shit that's over there. That
Come
is
on.
passed off as fact. That is passed off as acceptable stuff to be put up on the internet to begin with. The guy who runs that site, I can't imagine how the guy is fucking sane, because he's not. There's no way that someone could sleep at night
Probably
and
not,
run
yeah.
a site like that.
Because
unless
now they want to seize his hard drives and stuff. There's massive drama happening.
there's something wrong with them. It's meant to be a weaponizable website to hurt people. Let's put
Weaponizable
it that way.
website.
And I would never go there. Absolutely
Holy
not.
shit.
That is the last place.
Yeah, that's true. I saw that shit post too. It's the detractor is gonna break into his house and arrange his cables and his setup. And they were making like layouts of the setup. It was so fun. It's so fun.
I would ever do, because that is
And then he takes it massively seriously.
100% harm. There is nothing on that site
100%
meant
harm.
to help anyone. It's 100%.
What do you mean? They help Christians so many times. And you. They helped you with the catfish. They helped you a lot.
Let's weaponize
And probably with your bankruptcy. Probably quite a bit.
the internet to hurt people.
I
And
gotta
that's
be
why I would
honest.
not touch it with 100 million foot pole.
Yeah, instead he has other people going there to read for him.
Okay. Atlas Telemon tipped $1.50. He says the hateful truth, hate
Yeah,
lies,
they
don't
helped
even
him with
think anymore.
Laveria.
I missed them, but I know they're in the past. I always enjoy the pre-stream, even if I'm not watching all of your playthroughs. Hashtag legacy.
Hashtag
you know what?
legacy. Wow. This
In
is
a-
something that LeBron would put on a tweet, and not this fucking guy. Legacy.
A lot of cases I do.
Legacy has meaning. This word has meaning. And fucking shitty YouTube videos is not legacy.
feel like this
They're
pre-stream
just
podcast
shitty YouTube videos.
is kind of the culmination of all of that
Holy
stuff.
shit.
Because
Oh
look
my
at all
lord,
the
I'm
topics that
about
we
to
talk about. So he
buzz.
said, the hateful truth. I talk about games and my opinions about games here on the pre-stream podcast. Hate Live. This is the evolution of my old podcast, right? It really is. It's what's become of it now in the modern day. Cooking with the King. Okay, I don't cook on this podcast. I'll admit that. But that was not content that was meant to be long-term anyway. You see what I'm saying? But I hear you. Like, think of the weekend preview.
long-term.
Like, all that stuff has fused into kind of
But
the pre-stream
DSP tries
podcast
it
that I
as
put out once
long-term.
a day.
He did like 1,000 DSP tries it. He ate so many burgers.
And I understand that people are like, for
It's 1,000
example,
burgers.
Ask the King has now been delayed for a month. If you haven't
Yes, the
noticed,
king is redundant.
Harry Otter Gaming just busted a $3 super chat. Big ups, the Lil Piggy EP is fire, folded hands heart.
Hey, big ups for liking the EP. That's nice.
I haven't mentioned
Thank
it
you,
recently because
Harry
there's
Otter
really no
Gaming
reason to
for
at
the
this
bus.
point.
Thanks
We're
for
still
busting.
not in a situation where Ask the King makes sense. We're not.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I'm still
It
backlogged on the
doesn't.
games I'm
Change it
playing.
into something else.
You know what I'm saying?
Make it so members can send him. I don't fucking know, man. Because with him, it's like nobody can reveal any kind of information because then they're gonna talk about them on the farms, and it's very confusing. They can't even have like a Discord chat with members or some shit where everybody gets like 5 minutes to talk to DSP or some nonsense. You can't have anything with him. You can't have anything. Just how toxic he is.
Do you want to take a whole day out to do Ask the King? Of course not.
Whole day
We'll
out.
do Ask the King. I promise you all, it's going to
Oh,
happen.
and today, by the way, it's his only stream of the day. So you know it's gonna be hot and he's gonna beg. And last time it was his only stream, he begged for over $300. And he got like, what, 170 or some shit.
But I will let you know ahead of time when it's going to happen, so that way more people will post up questions and we'll get ready for it. We'll put it in a week coming up when there's not so much going on in gaming and I'm not so backlogged that it makes sense. Right now, it's just another show that kind of doesn't make sense in my modern formula.
Oh yeah, and
things,
he could
you know what I'm saying?
also definitely have Ask the King as a segment on his pre-stream, where people that paid can ask him questions. They're like pre-written questions and he can fill up his stream time. But he's terrible at pacing himself. He's terrible of having a concept of how long he's been talking for and how long he should talk for.
So,
and I know he does the Q&As, but that's only with chat and responding to contributions. So just do it with like members and shit. Put up, I guess, a post every once in a while, or you can do it twice a week and just say, what are you gonna say, I guess? Post up your questions, and then once a week, twice a week, he's gonna read member questions and respond at length, like he loves to.
Okay, Mr. Inherit.
So that makes sense. And now Ask the King, instead of being a special event, is gonna be a special segment that takes place like twice a week, let's say. And it's something to do for the members. Anything, whatever, because it's a member asking you a question, I guess.
Super chat, and he says, making mistakes is normal,
but then he would have to answer all the questions, and then trolls are gonna be members, so he's gonna make more money but have to answer troll questions, and it never ends. It never ends. Anything that I can say as an offer or as a suggestion is gonna turn into this. In the end, trolls are gonna infiltrate and make it awkward and bad for him, and it's gonna get toxic because he's gonna bitch about it and quit.
but you have to own them. And you're absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. One thing in my past,
Absolutely correct. Maybe only the let's say 6 month plus members. Maybe only they can do the Ask the King. You know, there's ways of working around it and making it an idea. You have to workshop the idea. Just like sit around and think about it. Maybe he can ask Kat. Why not ask Kat? Maybe she can have an idea. But it's like he doesn't want to have ideas. He just wants to have profit, and it's really hard because it doesn't work.
that I used to do is I always
Can
used
have
to be
profit with 0 ideas, and all the ideas that you get for free from chat, you just reject.
ultra defensive. When people called me out for doing something wrong, and I would be so defensive and brush it off and say, "Oh no, that didn't happen," or "It's not a big deal." And now I look back at some of the mistakes I made. I'm like, dude, those are so fucking stupid and boneheaded. You know, now I own up to it because I realize I'm not that person anymore. Thank God.
Yeah, you see? Now I own up to it because I'm not that person. Then you're not owning up to it. You have to recognize that you are that person. That's what you have to own up to. And not separate yourself from that identity. And then you say, oh yeah, he did it. That's his fault. But I'm not him anymore. What? How does he fucking make sense? I should play the Huh now if I still have it.
Huh? How does that make any sense?
How?
Oh, but I was in a point in my life, especially when
I'm not that person anymore. So now I can own up to
where,
it.
like, I would be called out publicly for things that I said and did. And I felt like, well, I'm the popular guy. My shit doesn't stink. Like, I would try to be as defensive as possible.
You still say
and say,
that.
It's not a big deal. Or
yeah, when somebody calls you out for meandering on the microphone and snorting and burping, you say you've been doing this for a long time. So you're basically a professional, and you are the guy, and that's your stream, and that's it. It's just like, That's it.
oh, you know, that's not really anything bad, or these people are just, you know,
They're
blowing
jealous.
everything out of proportion.
They're jealous.
Today, you know, you tell me I did something wrong, I'll do my best to try to listen to your concern and understand what I did wrong
Yeah,
and try to fix it.
This guy is so fucking jealous. This is from the thumbnail for today. How was it called? DSP Gaming Blip is how I found it. And in the end, he's like, man, this guy is so fucking jealous. It's right here. It's a very small clip right here. DSP, you're toxic as fuck.
I'm the only 28-year-old that has been
Yeah.
dead 4 or 5 months now. Yeah, I've been
Watch
able
this.
to turn. Holy shit.
Holy shit.
This guy fucking is so jealous.
This guy is so jealous. This is how he was taking the criticism of DSP. Stop being racist. DSP, stop being racist. Ah, you're fucking jealous. Holy fuck. Unreal.
Because I'm not perfect. I know that now. You know, I realize that. Back then, I was very, very, very big-headed. Being someone who was doing more unique style content, getting popular for the impromptu commentary style gameplay video, and not really having many peers. I really didn't. Everyone back then who was popular for like a very focused, oh, I'm the Call of Duty streamer, top guy, I'm this, I'm that. And I was very different. And not really having peers, not really having experience. Like, I didn't see anyone else do what I was doing and become popular. I didn't have anyone to base what I was doing off of. I would just make a lot of mistakes. And then instead of admitting up to them or fessing up to them, I would just lie or say, oh, it didn't happen, or it's not a big deal, you know. So again,
I was muted
if
again.
we hit the membership goal this month and we go through that down the rabbit hole video, there's going to be a lot of situations where I'm going to be like, yep, this happened, that happened, absolutely concretely. But what I can do is extrapolate upon it. Because a lot of
I didn't
things
say anything interesting
that are
anyways.
complete and utter misconceptions that are just not true, that can be more fully explained.
What is misconceptions, Phil?
Doesn't mean that
How
I was
am I
innocent.
supposed to criticize him now? I was muted this whole
You know, it doesn't. There's definitely things I screwed up on, and I'll admit to that. So, but anyway, we got a long ways to go since I made the
Bro, I'm
announcement on the
drinking beer and I'm professional enough to sometimes mute myself when I have a burp coming up. And I can see it's coming up because I'm human and I can tell when it's coming up. Let's watch Down the Rabbit Hole. Down the Rabbit Hole. And if you're bored, then come back when I watch Phil in like 2 hours. Fuck, I don't even know if I'm gonna do that. But anyways, DarkSydePhil. 30 minutes. It's just 30 minutes. Alright. Now prepare to be explained what a Let's Play is. You guys will never gonna guess what it is.
Of the internet's content creators, there are few so controversial as Philip Burnell, better known online as DarkSydePhil, styled with a Y. He sports a respectable number of subscribers, over 180,000, but the more notable figure is his number of uploads and their frequency.
Wow, this is from, what, 2017? He had 186, and now he has like 196, 7? So 10,000 subs for 5 years? Very nice.
Since 2008, he has uploaded tens of thousands of videos.
And wow, look at the jump. From 2017, he had 43,000 videos. Now he has what, like 60, 70,000? DSP Gaming? 60,000 videos. In only 10,000 subs gained since then. This is misery. Misery Incorporated.
Usually 10 to 20 minutes.
I mean Burnell Productions, of course.
The company's name is Burnell Productions.
Oh yeah, he had this profile picture then. Back then, people didn't say he was autistic with this hat. According to him, that's why he stopped wearing it, because people were saying he looked autistic.
He still uploads more than a dozen daily. This is in addition to another channel where he uploads video logs or vlogs where he talks about himself and what he's doing, typically for over an hour at a time. On his Patreon page, he makes over $1,000 every month from nearly 200.
And now he makes like 300
different patrons.
So yeah, you can see it didn't take off.
YouTube, however, brings up far more than just his own videos. There are numerous clips and compilations of his gameplay constructed to mock and tease him, while others offer commentary on what has gone wrong with his channel, implying that he once had a loyal and enraptured fan base. He often is cited by other content creators as a negative example, though their reasons for doing so often remain vague.
Did DSP play Dota too?
Fucking dark side.
Oh no, of course not.
Blame everybody that isn't
Total
you,
Biscuit.
and people watch to watch you rage. Like, do you want to be the fucking court jester? No, you don't.
So who is he?
Yeah, that
and
was
how
a truth.
Did he gain
That
the
was
ire
a truth.
of so many.
That was some facts.
Philip Burnell entered the gaming community in the early 2000s as a fighting game competitor.
This is the photo people use when they want to refer to a young DSP.
Though he would commonly compete in local tournaments,
and the
he
one in the
struggled to
trench
place
coat.
and earned
This one
himself
too.
the title of the King of Hate. Philip himself claims that this nickname was earned due to the unpopular opinions he touts
Due to
and
people
because he
didn't
uses
like
the
him.
hatred against him as a motivator, but other tournament goers tell a different tale. They claim that he received this nickname because of his bouts of rage, argumentative disposition, and poor
Argumentative disposition. That's why he wants to watch this video, because it's intelligent. It's an intelligent, deep video, and the trolls just make like lame-brained videos that are stupid and dumb and fake.
DSP, stop recording. No one gets a shit. Play. You can't hold up a tournament.
Where am I playing?
One man for DSP to report this match is disqualified. Where am I playing? You still haven't told me. Jesus Christ, man.
Jesus Christ, man. I just can't fucking do it. I can't take this shit no more.
According to himself, he had poured all of his available time and funds during this period into practicing and competing in a game called Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, traveling all across the East Coast to attend tournaments. In 2005, Philip decided that he would take out thousands of dollars in credit card loans to attend the Evolution Championship Series, better known as EVO, an event where numerous tournaments for different fighting games
This is gonna
would take
be
place.
DSP is gonna pause here and explain what EVO means for 45 minutes.
Far, it is the largest of its kind. There, he would enter the tournament for Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, where he would take 4th place underneath 3 Japanese players. Latching onto this accomplishment, he quickly proclaimed
They even
himself
put
the
him in.
best Super
He's
Street
even in Wikipedia. This is awesome. He should print this out.
Fighter 2 Turbo player in America, since no other American players had placed above him. But other players in the community were unimpressed. This particular tournament used a special version of the game.
He's gonna pause exactly here and rant about it for 20 minutes and say, well, they didn't fucking train, they didn't show up. That's like if you do something else and then something happens and then this happens. That's exactly like it.
From the arcades onto the PlayStation game console.
And this is, by the way, I'm trying to do this and predict this behavior. So in case he doesn't reach the goal, which hopefully he doesn't, because I think it's a bad goal, objectively speaking, then you get to see vaguely what his reaction would
was
be.
widely considered to be far less balanced and vastly inferior for numerous reasons, including unresponsive controls and extremely problematic bugs. As such, many top-level competitors boycotted the tournament.
Actually, the game ran perfectly fine. It's just people didn't trade for it, and then they were just making excuses.
Alex Valle had declared that he was going to enter the tournament not out of a competitive spirit, but to gatekeep other competitors whom he felt didn't deserve the prize money or prestige that he was forced to cancel at the last minute due to work obligations. Despite the criticism toward the game and the event itself, Philip's pride was inflated by taking
I'm gonna
place.
play this tournament so the fucking scrubs don't win. They don't deserve to win.
And he began touting his superiority online and in interviews after EVO.
But little did he know that any ranking for DSP would make him the best at something. If he was 6th, he would make up a bunch of shit why he was 6th, and how being 6th is actually being 1st, somehow, in some way.
I was actually the best with a Blanca. I'm the #1 Blanca player. Wow.
To disrespect the people that got top 8 at Evolution, to make excuses because it's on console, it's ridiculous.
And again, the arms
And
crossed.
it's unacceptable.
Very, very intimidating man with the arms crossed. great
For 2
body
more
language.
years, he would compete in tournaments, but he never found success like he had at the 2005 EVO event.
Did he
Most
cry
other
in the
high-level
toilet in this
competitors saw his
clip?
4th place victory as a fluke
After
due to the
this
version
clip?
of the game being played and the lack of other high-level competition, and his tournament results after EVO were seen to reflect his true level of skill.
Looking for. You got some idiot named DSP who's a total piece of shit, by the way.
This is a classic clip.
I like to get that on YouTube.
I'd like to get that out on YouTube. DSP is gonna pause here and talk about how Mike Watson fell off and is jealous, and now is probably miserable in life. And he might even look him up live on the air on Google to see his net worth.
But this guy thought
this is the type of shit DSP is
he was
gonna pull.
hot shit because he beat me.
Yeah, they were just fucking jealous. I had like 1 million subscribers.
Me and Choi in a game that was like, it's like fucking Neo Geo conversion of Street Fighter.
You're so
Crap.
fucking jealous, bro.
And he was so proud that he put under as a signature, he's the #1 U.S. ranked
Yeah.
Super Turbo player that year. But I mean, look at him
Bro, I'm #1 because of racism. Come on.
now. I mean, he's just.
With his controversy
If you take out the Chicky Chang Wing, I'm #1.
fading, he too faded from the
This is
competitive
the most
scene.
DSP thing in life. In life. And we get a classic YouTube layout. Man, I miss this.
2005
This was so
also
raw.
had marked the year of
It's a raw
YouTube's
gameplay.
creation, and in 2007, just 2 years later, people began uploading videos of themselves playing video games while often adding their own commentary over their gameplay, a practice borrowed from internet forums. They also
Borrowed from
the
Christian.
name
He did it
Let's
first.
Plays.
Come on.
Discovering
Chris
this
did it
medium,
first.
Philip began
And
posting
best.
his own videos onto YouTube by pointing a video camera at his television screen, then uploading the
Saints
files
Row
onto
2,
YouTube
this was a
on
pretty
channel
badass game.
under his typical pseudonym, DarkSydePhil, in all undercase.
Alright. Obviously, he's a pretty bad driver, but apparently they're all drunk. Because no one's shooting
And
at
he was drunk as
during
fuck.
this time,
Even
there were
during this, he was drunk as fuck. He sounds drunk
two
as fuck.
acceptable practices for recording gameplay footage for a Let's Play. The first was to use what's called a capture card.
Bro, and we gotta explain this. This is why I'm saying this is a tame video. They have to explain what recording gameplay is. And I know this from 2017, so it justifies it, and it's a very generalized look for people that are not into this. But he's gonna react to this? And then pause here and talk about his legacy of recording the screen. And this is what it's gonna be.
Card, a device that allows video and audio
Come
to be
on.
recorded directly
React
onto
to
a
something that's has more of an edge to it.
computer from a video
But
game
dude can't
console.
he can't be challenged on anything. It's borderline illegal.
A similar process
Just like
could be
this
done
stream.
with a camcorder. The second was to simply point a camera at the screen and use the built-in microphone to capture voice and gameplay. Of these options, the former was far preferable, but viewing choices at the time were limited, and so some Let's Players used the latter method and found some success. Philip originally began creating videos for fun, but he found inordinate popularity.
He said all
though he was
this.
admittedly terrible.
And the too long didn't listen to this was it's better to not record your screen with a camera, but with a device that actually records your screen. This is what he
of
said.
any of the games he played,
I agree
he
with you,
often
Fred.
would play this off in a way that his viewers
I'm
enjoyed.
not shitting on
with
this video.
off-color
I
humor
like
and
this
a
video a
cocky
lot.
personality.
This
These
I feel like
viewers
I
would
should
often
say something.
cite his authentic reactions as a reason for enjoying his content. Many others, however, considered his laugh grating and his humor obscene and dull, among other things.
What am I supposed to do? Oh, come on! You
Come
died
on.
so fucking quickly.
Despite this, some of
Is
his
this an
videos
example
would
to his
receive
good
tens of
commentary?
thousands of views.
Ah, come on, I died.
A very
It's
high
like
number,
my stream.
especially during that time, and he would regularly appear on the front page of YouTube with footage of new games. On September 9th, 2009, he also created a blog channel, which he called The King of Hate HD in all capital letters. This channel also
Alright.
began collecting considerable views on a small number of his frequent videos. Philip's pattern for video production was mostly consistent. He would play games in blocks of several hours, recording
Video
his playing
production,
session
by
by
the way, it's not
placing a
something
camera on a
that
coffee
he did.
table near the screen. Once he was finished playing, he would chop up the videos into approximately 10-minute segments and upload each of those
That's YouTube's
segments
fault,
onto
though.
his gaming channel
Old
individually.
YouTube sucked because you could just upload like a limited amount of stuff.
In April of 2010, Philip began to experience the first signs of trouble. Apparently, Ubisoft had seen some of Philip's gameplay footage of Splinter Cell Conviction and complained to the YouTube administrators, who promptly shut down his channel out of fear of litigation. YouTube then contacted Ubisoft to verify the concern, but Ubisoft stated that they had made no such claim. In fact, it had been an anonymous internet user who had created a false account in an attempt to shut down Philip's YouTube channel, at least for a time. Why they wanted this is uncertain, but the channel was reinstated shortly after. As time went on, Philip uploaded more and more videos until he was reliably uploading over a dozen videos a day. Near the end of that year, he was laid off from his job, and so he established a Google
This
AdSense
motherfucker was uploading more than 12 videos a day.
account.
Dude, at some point, 16 videos a day. This guy is wild.
Monetizing his videos. AdSense is the
Guy's
system that Google
wild.
uses to distribute advertisements and pay content creators for
shit.
their views and the number of
Hey,
times someone interacts
Maria
with an
Isabella, I
ad
think
or
I've
the
seen a video
itself.
of yours.
Along with
I
this,
think
he
I
started a
liked
new
it,
series
since I
on his
remembered
blog
your
channel
name,
in
but
October
hello,
of
what's
that
up?
year called DSP Tries It, where he would review food items and occasionally video game peripherals. These videos would also be monetized under his AdSense account.
Of course they would be. This dude, he built an empire off of this. An empire. An empire. Holy fuck.
But Philip would not have this revenue stream for long. Once his AdSense account was approved, he began requesting that his viewers interact with his videos more, strongly implying that viewers should click on ads in an effort to increase his revenue. What he wasn't aware of was that asking
deleted
viewers
message?
to click on ads was
There's nothing in
disallowed
this
in the
chat.
contract for AdSense, and so his account was banned, meaning that he could no
Hey, of
longer make
course.
money directly off of advertisements
Of course
for
you
any of
can't
his
tell people to
videos
click
on
on the
any
fucking
of his
ads.
channels. Creating multiple AdSense accounts is disallowed by the service, meaning that
Yes.
Philip could not monetize his videos. Unemployed and without income from YouTube, Philip began uploading his videos to Blip.tv, a competing video hosting service, and received a
you
lucrative
guys are never
partnership
gonna
offer.
guess what
Only a
happens
few
next.
months after
It's a happy ending. Everything goes perfectly, and he manages to make an empire on Blip alongside Doug Walker and everybody else that is now on Channel Awesome. Channel Awesome did not happen.
he began
Ever.
using Blip, however, he was banned from the site for making
everything went
numerous
perfectly.
anti-Semitic jokes.
This is what happens when you let the Jews do whatever they want. You've let the Jews overrun space, and now look at this.
Oh no.
Hello, Jew.
This is, I don't know why, but this is never not funny, because to know the snowball of bullshit that came from this, and the way that this is referred to as some shit even nowadays, is just so funny.
You've hoarded it
It's
for
just so
what long?
funny. I don't know
Why are
why.
you carrying your balls next to you?
Might be the beer.
You stupid moron.
You stupid moron.
Big-nosed freak.
This was so funny. So funny,
Rejected
you
from
big nose
Blip
freak.
and AdSense, and with limited employment opportunities, Philip was suddenly in deep financial trouble going into 2011. In March, however,
And now DSP is gonna pause it here and be like,
Hey, you know, actually, I wasn't in deep financial trouble. I had a lot of credit cards, you know, and it was like kind of okay.
was approached by Machinima Incorporated, a company that contracts content creators
Machinima
chiefly for
Incorporated.
gaming
That's like
videos
Burnell
to become
Productions.
a managed partner.
they wanted to
While
buy out Burnell Productions. It was a big like market move. It was a power move.
The company's name is Burnell Productions.
allowing Machinima to place advertisements on his videos under their AdSense account rather than his, he could continue making money through videos on YouTube
Nice,
as
a
a full-time
cheese.
career.
Okay, so I created 2 new channels on YouTube. The first
Okay.
channel is called DSP Gaming. This is my active channel for video game playthroughs.
And now he's gonna pause here and talk about how fat he used to be.
On the other side, if you're a really
This chat is gonna point it out. Come on.
and competitively playing these games, you're gonna want to head over to my channel DSP Street Fighter. It's actually looking like this is gonna work out, and this is gonna be something I'm gonna be able to do as a full-time occupation, at least for the
That
short
was
term.
a Machinima Incorporated subsidiary.
And as long as this works
Man,
out
it could have
over the
been
next
so
course of
good.
this year, it may be something I can do in the long term, which is excellent. So,
Despite
Oh yeah, he's gonna talk about the shirt. Of course, he's gonna talk about the hate merch.
Philip's optimism, things would not stay so simple for long. Over the course of 2011, Philip would find more and more viewers, but many of his older fans would begin to sour towards him. By this point, many other Let's Players had joined the scene, uploading their own gameplay with capture cards
Yeah.
and screen capture applications.
Yeah, competition
Compared
came
to
up.
Philip's camera method, these other
What?
recording styles
Huh?
provided far
I don't
higher
get the
quality
spam.
of both
Huh?
video and audio. But even the hardcore fans who were used to his camera recording method were finding frustration with his attitude. Though it's difficult to gauge a precise widespread response, many commenters would complain about his inflated ego and his habit of blaming the game rather than himself an inordinate amount. When competing with others in online games, he would always degrade his opponent.
That was
If he
someone
won,
else,
he would
man.
profess his opponent's
This
lack
was
of
not
skill,
present-day
and if
Phil.
he lost, he would accuse
This is why he can accept the guilt, because this is somebody else. This is not even him. This is one of my favorite things ever. This thing, man, now I can own up to my mistakes, because that's not even me.
the opponent of illegitimate tactics.
That's like me owning up to DSP masturbating on stream. Man, I felt so guilty about it, that this guy masturbated on his own
Or
stream.
he would complain of faulty controls.
That's called cheating, and that's what everyone does online, which is why you shouldn't fucking play online. You keep asking for me to do it, so I gotta do what my fans want, so hope you enjoyed this real shit-fest session I had tonight.
This last complaint may have merit, as his temper would often
Hey,
manifest
what's up,
as abuse of his
Duma?
equipment.
It's nice you're checking out the live stream and not the on-demand content.
Philip would also become belligerent on his social media. For example, when game reviewer Mitch Dyer posted a review for IGN with which he disagreed, he attacked Dyer for not providing an objective review.
What did he say? As a professional reviewer, it's your job to find out who a game will appeal to. It's not just your opinion, you irresponsible Muppet. And years later, he calls Ninja a Muppet as well. It's very funny. And in this, of course, he's going to pause here. He's going to talk about this for 45 minutes. And probably going to look up Mitch Dyer and see if he's doing well in real life. If he hasn't been canceled, maybe he has. In which case, you're going to get a little bit of a smirk and a goat laugh. And say, I don't know, man. I mean, it's sad to say, but some people are just like falling from grace, man. It's just like, what you never know what kind of sick shit a person is doing.
And
he's gonna say this regardless, even if the guy is like perfectly okay.
The argument, Philip posted a vlog
hate to
onto
say
his
it, but man,
HD YouTube
these people
channel
are so
attacking him
jealous.
further.
And he just got all offended that, like, I told him that.
Do I think Kat watched it? I mean, if Kat's gonna be his wife, then she's gonna be brainwashed as fuck. So she's not gonna believe any of this. And even though this is not even that, like, unbelievable, it's like the facts is the most factual, just like pure facts video out there. There's no interpretation about anything whatsoever. It's just the facts.
Okay.
Because it's like with the Beggar's Journey, you can see Ex Mortis interpret some of the stuff into stuff that I agree with, but it's like to a raw viewer, it might be like kind of one-sided, even though it is, because obviously he doesn't like the guy, and it's not supposed to be like an objective thing, that just like a fun storytelling thing.
That's what I should have said. Jealous much?
Jealous much?
He also would attack other YouTubers, notably PewDiePie, iJustine, and Tobuscus, each for different
Tobuscus
reasons.
is gonna get
While
the
his
axe.
former fans claim that this was a change in
Get an
character,
axe.
Philip's
I'm gonna get a
detractors would
toilet
point
break.
to these
I'll be right
things
back.
as
Listen to
already
this.
existing issues becoming more evident. In light of these problems, Philip's viewership, and therefore his livelihood, began slipping. Between November of 2011 and April of 2012, he would drop from nearly 13.5 million monthly views to 5.3 million, a drop of over 60%, after which his viewership continued to slip in a downward trend for the rest of the year. Things got even worse for him after Machinima renegotiated his contract later in the year, reducing his pay. Why this occurred is uncertain, but there is speculation that it was because of his diminishing viewership and the belief that it would continue to decrease. Philip, in large part, believed his viewership issues to be not because of his content, but rather because of changes that were occurring in the back end of YouTube. He argued that YouTube was changing to accommodate viral content while simultaneously hurting who he called the little guys, whose content was being deprioritized, and it was this deprioritization that was to blame for his decreasing viewership. Many of his fans and all of his detractors, however, were unconvinced that this was the only problem,
sausage
if it even was one. Many indicted him for his inflexibility, an argument bolstered by his adamant refusal to alter his content production or release methods. Sometime over the course of 2011, Philip had started dating a woman named Liana Hongen, known better by the pseudonym Panda Lee. While Philip's fanbase seemed generally happy that he was now in a relationship,
This is getting a pause, then a lengthy explanation of how it's gonna be a skip, and then it's gonna be a skip. because this is how life works now. This was a different person, you guys. This was somebody else who was not Asian.
Subset who weren't so
that is all.
Enthused. Many were shocked to learn that Leanna was 11 years Phillips Jr.
You know I'm not gonna talk about this. I'm married with a family. I'm like happily married, and with a family, a wife and a cat. And I can't watch it. This like it's a different person. It's the old me.
And that they had aggressive.
No more talking. Let's press the start before I kill you all.
Were more concerned about Leanna's aggressive tone during cooperative gameplay.
Everyone press start. No more talking. Let's press the start before I kill you all. Jesus, press it. That's your press a button.
I don't know.
There's some toxified panda. Toxified panda. And they ignored her
also
too.
Marked other strange
until she yelled loud enough.
For example, for his DSP Tries It series, he took video of himself showering with an Axe body scrubber.
Alright, you're getting this cam. Oh, let me get comfortable. Alright. Oh, we're getting super erotic here. Oh.
But even compared to all of this,
wash
his
your
worst
balls.
trouble was yet to come.
Wash your
trouble that would
balls,
arise
bro.
from an
Come on.
unexpected place, his own fan base.
Oh no. Then is when things went down. Evil AJ
In 2012, one of Phillips' fans going by the name Evil AJ 2010 was blocked from commenting on Phillips' videos.
And
when
then
he
it
mentioned
became
his belief
personal. He
that
was like
Panda
Michael
Lee
Jordan.
was the cause of Phillips' change of attitude and, therefore, loss of viewers. Incensed by his banning, Evil AJ published a montage of Phillips' gameplay footage of Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty in early 2013, entitling it, "This is how you don't play MGS2. Throughout the nearly hour-long montage, he peppered in comments from viewers frustrated with how poorly Philip was playing, especially
And this
noting how
is
he was
the fun, the thing that I find really fun with this shit, especially with DSP, because in this case, Evil AJ for real, not even like memeing or joking, he for real created a piece of internet culture that is like obscure, but then people know about it and they respect it. It's this really interesting thing that fundamentally interests me, and this is why I'm watching DSP in general. For this weird obscure shit and this weird culture of this fucking lazy asshole and people that like him and don't like him and criticize him and give him money. It's just all very interesting.
was ignoring important mechanics as a direct response to Phillips' claim that viewers were extremely positive to the playthrough. This video showcased some of the worst of his play, where he would often blame the controls or game design for his poor performance. When exactly this video went online and its precise viewership have been lost, but some sources claim that it quickly garnered over 1 million views. One of Phillips' tweets, apparently criticizing the video for stealing his footage, predates the upload that currently exists. These imply that the original was somehow taken down, possibly by Phillip, and then later re-uploaded by Evil AJ on February 15th.
Maybe that this is how you don't play, maybe. Because it's just like raw, his footage, but then again, it's like changed and edited and shit. I don't fucking know, man.
2000.
And the truth is, DSP can go out there and copyright strike everybody, but if he does it, he knows it's gonna be massive backlash and people fucking with him even more, and people taking it personally. And then it's gonna be like, holy shit.
13.
Terrible.
Whatever the exact case may be, this video quickly sparked a series of similar montages, each with the title prefix, "This is how you don't play," showcasing Phillips' worst moments. These videos would range in length from 10 minutes to over 2 hours. In short
nowadays
order,
they
these
go to like
montages would
8
overtake
hours.
Phillips'
I think
own video
the San
content when
Andreas one
searching
is
for
like
his
8
channel
hours.
due to their popularity, pushing his own content farther down the search results. Philip, enraged by this, set about attempting to remove these videos from YouTube.
Dark Souls.
In a misunderstanding of fair use law, he claimed that these videos were violating his copyright and argued that while his videos were transformative since he was playing a game, these other videos were stealing his content
he
by
hates
using
that
his
shit.
video footage. And so, he went about systematically flagging the videos for YouTube's review. Despite his efforts, these videos would stay online and continue to multiply as the months dragged on. Along with this, another series parodying the DSP Tries It videos would gain popularity, criticizing different aspects of his failures or his character, especially his ego. For example, one user criticized Phillips' belief that his Let's Play videos were works of art, and that the game and his commentary are his ingredients to create it.
They're $60. I paid them their fee to utilize
It's his canvas. He, as a gamer, he creates art. He paints these virtual amazing worlds. Bro, you play a fucking game, come on, and you narrate over it. Have a grip of reality and what you should take seriously and what not. And narrating over fucking video games, it's not art. Not in the way in DSP does it in any way. It could be, but it's nothing like what he does it now or used to do it back in the day. Here we get this, which is my least favorite clip that anybody in the DSP videos uses. Now, if you use this clip, I'm instantly gonna like this video 1% more, less, and instead of 1%, 50%. If I see this clip, this is the most overused clip in life.
You serious?
Are you
Though
serious?
he was gaining newfound notoriety, it wasn't enough to change the downward trend of his viewership. As more and more of these videos proliferated, public opinion against Philip worsened, as did his viewer count, and more internet denizens became aware of his existence through a negative paradigm. Even switching over from using a video camera to direct capture couldn't staunch the leaking viewership. To make matters worse, Machinima had again cut his pay in early 2013.
Yeah, the clip is
increasing
appropriate. It applies. It's not out of context or something. It's in a million videos.
Financial strain. However, with his AdSense account disabled indefinitely and his public image souring, Philip had little recourse. To supplement his income, he began streaming on a new platform called Twitch.
By the way, massive shout out to Fred. Not just because of this video, but because the channel awesome reading video. That video was so hot. I loved that video with my life. I'm putting my life on the line for that video, and that's not even on this channel. He read through the entire changed the channel thing. I think it was here, maybe somewhere. I don't even know why I'm talking about this. Oh, it's this, the channel awesome document reading. I love this. And he did a Sonichu critical analysis because he is that guy. He is the guy. So yeah, he's done cooler stuff than this,
which offered an online venue for gamers to play games and
interact. Of course, this was the OG video.
Fans live, but even here he couldn't escape trouble. He became known for banning and censoring people with negative comments, as well as berating and insulting his viewers.
Some people just aren't as intelligent. I don't even know what else to say, because if you're in my stream right now and you're whining and stomping your feet like a 5-year-old brat,
you're getting banned.
You're just making yourself look bad. And it's funny.
Most egregious to his fanbase was when his girlfriend Leanna derided the game Kingdom Hearts 2 in the chat section while Philip was playing it, and when the chat devolved into argumentation, Philip locked the chat so that only subscribers could talk. The bad reputation from Philip had suddenly spilled over onto Leanna too.
You never do that.
So fuck all of you who are acting immature.
By the way, let's get to 2,000 subs for no reason. I just like the number, it's cool. So if you're watching this and you wanna watch the streams in the future, then you should probably sub. And you're gonna get a new pop-up. And I think some song plays or something. Something is gonna happen. I don't fucking know. Just smash the sub button. And I was gonna say the thing he said in 2010 about the ads, but YouTube might take me
you're trying to play a fucking game.
out of
It's hard to
context.
concentrate when a bunch of little
Might get
immature
terminated.
Philip continued to quietly make videos and
But
stream
smash.
through 2013.
If you have your subs open to the public, you're gonna pop up. If not, then it's just the number gonna get bigger.
As his viewership hemorrhaged and his detractors uploaded more and more "This is how you don't play" and parody DSP Tries It videos.
Yeah, you can smash the like too if you like this.
2014
this is fun.
saw major changes for Philip.
But fun
Taking
is
out more
relative.
loans, he purchased a new condominium, this one in Seattle, Washington,
Nice.
bringing Leanna to live with him. He believed
certainly
that
gonna
a new
end very well.
location would provide him with the motivation and energy to surge back into popularity, but this living situation proved problematic. Leanna was unemployed and had no higher education, meaning
Oh, this is getting, I don't know, this is probably getting skipped. He can't get through this. He's way too much of a narcissist. Thinking about Leanna, talking about Leanna.
Philip had to provide for both of them with his dropping income. His problems
even know
would
who
worsen
Leanna
later in
is.
the year after a dispute with Twitch admins. At the time,
that was a different person.
Twitch's servers were unable to handle
was a
too much
different
bandwidth,
person.
and so when Philip was streaming at a quality that the servers were unable to handle, they politely requested that he reduce the bitrate of his stream. Philip, annoyed,
then he was
asked
like,
why
"No,
other
bitch,
streamers
get the
could
fuck
stream
out."
at higher bit rates, but the Twitch admin who contacted
dude
him
is
remained firm
amazing.
that others did not, and that Philip must abide by the
And like
rules as other
3,500 is not
content
all that
creators
bad.
did. Unwilling to accept the drop
should
in
probably
quality,
lower
he
mine.
began streaming on YouTube instead.
I'll be
who
right
had
back.
launched their streaming platform, but received far fewer views, again decreasing his income while he was still in debt for the condominium. On January 10th, 2015, prospects were looking better for Philip when he created a Patreon page for himself. In the first month, he made over $1,300 from 134 patrons, helping to shore up his lost income. But this upturn in Philip's fortunes would not last. On June 24th, 5 months after the launch of his Patreon, Philip was swatted while he was streaming. The term swatted refers to the questionable online practice that had been increasing in popularity during that time period. It involves a person calling in an anonymous tip to the police in the area that there is some serious situation at a streamer's location, such as a hostage, thus instigating a response from a SWAT team who would go to the person's house.
Yo,
or
I'm back
apartment.
right in time to get swatted.
The intention is to force the SWAT team to storm the living space, potentially injuring or arresting the streamer inside.
Wait, did
while the
Tevin try
stream
her
is running.
soap? I think he just watched all the soap vlogs, which is like 8 hours worth of vlogs, which
This particular
I can't
incident
even
ended
believe.
quickly and peacefully, however, with the officers
Tervin, if you're
bantering
still
to each
watching,
other
did you
that the
try her
incident
soap?
was, quote, gamer shit, but it was only the
Fucking
beginning of an
Panda
uptick
soap.
of negative
It can't be that bad. Come on, it's soap. It's soap.
behavior targeting Philip. On June
And big ups tuna sandwich.
Tuna Sandwich is now indoctrinated in the cult of chill. Big ups and sip the Kool-Aid.
Big ups for being indoctrinated.
26th,
cool, dude.
just 2 days after the swatting attack,
Now I
Philip's
just need to
stream
believe
was
everything
struck
I say
again,
forever.
This time with a dedicated denial of service attack, better known as a DDoS. The function of such an attack is to overwhelm a person's internet modem, temporarily shutting off internet access.
Oh, you tried both versions? Bro, this is a Chad move. The Chad. the cuck move. You cucked him. Completely cucked him. By trying his wife's soap. Her hands were on it.
Cuck life, 100%. Live the life of the cuck. Why not?
Absolutely destroyed. He can't even recover from this.
Largest blow by far
This is
was against
amazing.
his videos in general. A small number of people began flagging some of Philip's videos, claiming that the fan art in the videos was utilized without the permission of the artist. If he were to receive a third strike on either
And
account,
she didn't
the
even
respective
know.
account would
She
be taken
didn't even
offline
know.
temporarily, cutting him off from
This is
one
why
of
they
his
broke
few
up. In
precious
reality,
sources
this
of
is
revenue.
why.
A
Hey,
direct
didn't tell me you sent a fucking soap to this shithead. What?
Huh?
recommendation of Machinima, Philip set all
I
his
can
videos
imagine
that
this.
used fan art as private, thus removing them from public accessibility, but this action had an unintended consequence. YouTube's search algorithms considered the views on these videos to be lost. Socialblade.com's public graphs show that, according to YouTube's algorithms, Philip net lost.
Oh, you got it gifted. You didn't even give that
million
bitch
views
money.
on his channel.
Wow,
in
that's even more based. Not even get money.
August of 2015,
Look at that.
when he set these videos to private. In doing so, his videos were
What an epic move.
deprioritized by YouTube's search and recommendation functions, further reducing the visibility of his channel. Between July and September of 2015, Philip lost approximately 500,000 monthly views, which constituted
Holy fuck, that's a
15%
lot.
of his remaining viewership, a sharp downtick in his already dwindling revenue.
Oh, and he's gonna
Machinima
explain this. He's gonna pause here, explain this for 45 minutes. Because there's 6 more minutes left of this video, so he needs to pad for time. So he's gonna give you the entire story of Machinima.
In trouble after a
Since the
number
dawn
of
of
publicized
time.
scandals and seeing Philip's viewership loss, renegotiated his contract again to pay him even less. To shore up his income, he announced yet another channel, this one called KO Gaming, which he launched on January 14th,
Of course, this is a cloud chasing channel.
This channel was created
It's
to
the
be a
bandwagon
repository
channel.
for edited content, something Philip had refrained from doing during most of his career on YouTube. These videos received mixed viewership. Some performed well, while others failed to break 10,000 views even a year later. Philip began showing
He's gonna pause here, talk about it 40 minutes.
strange patterns in his
Of
Patreon
course, he's gonna give you
reward
the whole thing.
during 2015 as well. Most notably, he had asked for a significant amount of money to produce a reboot of an old, cheaply produced show he had created with some friends about 4 years prior called Project 7. However, after collecting the money,
Oh, and this is gonna get a million years of responses.
he stated that
in
He would have to
elaboration.
postpone the filming of the show indefinitely to concentrate on his regular content. He also made promises for other videos with high monetary goals on Patreon. For example, his patrons voted for him to make a best and worst moments montage of his playthrough of Alan Wake, which was to be released that September. However, after the first part received weak viewership, he decided against fulfilling that obligation. He also made
The first part got bad views, and he decided to not make this anymore. This is wild.
a goal for 4 extra Minecraft sessions, but he neglected that obligation as well, only playing 1 more session for similar reasons of low viewership. Though these failures attracted considerable negative attention, this was nothing compared to what was about to occur.
Oh, looking at this, today I remembered I was watching Based Oslo's video that is like 8 hours long for 2020, and DSP had a shrine in Minecraft to Mr. Papavera. He had a shrine to this guy. This was so wild. And then he made a bunch of statues.
On
And
May
this is the
1st,
iconic
2016,
photo.
while preparing for a live stream, Philip accidentally streamed himself masturbating. Though the video
Oops.
itself wasn't graphic as it only captured his chest and face, what he was doing was clear. At first, he attempted to cover it up, banning people who mentioned the incident from his channel, but the word spread
Damage
quickly,
control.
even earning himself a spot on Keemstar's show Drama Alert. This public attention actually increased his viewership for a short time, and so he changed his tactic, even retweeting some of the images made to joke about the incident. Machinima
busted.
still attempted to control the spread of information by copyright claiming any videos with the footage of Philip's mistakes.
And Machinima were going around copyright claiming fucking masturbation videos. There was some poor guy who worked for Machinima who had to copyright claim masturbation videos.
Extra views, however, would soon peter out, and with a stagnant subscriber count, the gradual decrease in viewers
I
continued
hope
throughout
this
the
guy
rest
got
of
a
the
nice
year.
paycheck.
To help salvage
And
his
he got himself in some better position than this,
income,
eventually.
he began streaming on Twitch again on November 29th, 2016. Philip began expressing his concerns for his finances more and more in his
That was
vlogs,
his depression.
imploring his viewers to watch more of his videos and
Yeah,
to
I've watched all
subscribe to
these,
his
the
Patreon
classic
page.
videos. The classic 2017. Now this segment from the 20th minute mark, somewhere here, until like the 30th minute mark is gonna be like an hour and a half in DSP time.
In one blog,
He's gonna
he
talk about everything and all the backstories and his take on it, because we've never heard his take on Machinima outside of all these videos that are in this video.
claimed his lack of viewers on the new
Never
game
heard his
releases
take.
and the fact that he
I
claimed
don't even know
he was
his side on
playing well
anything.
instead of getting
Does he
frustrated
like
and
Machinima?
angry.
Now, the flip side of that is I've actually been doing way better
I
at
think he
EO
quit
than
himself.
I do at Dark Souls. So a lot of group of people who like to see me rage and fail haven't been around.
Is Ethan Ralph worse than Phil? I don't know a lot about him, but I guess in a lot of ways, yeah.
Because they watched a couple streams, they're like, fuck, Phil's doing good. What the fuck is this? And they left and never came back. In addition, you know,
Just
there
not as
haven't
funny.
really been many other games outside of Neo this month.
At long last, on March 2nd of 2017,
DSP off today,
Machinima
and he
removed
shouldn't
Philip
be.
from their managed partnership
not off.
program.
He just has
Since
one
Philip's
stream,
AdSense account was
because he's
still
doing
banned,
taxes on the
he
second
had no
stream.
way on his own to make money from any of his YouTube channels. He began
Actually, not
to
on the
panic.
second stream.
However,
Second stream
within
not
the
happening.
month, a company named Curse offered Philip another contract, and Philip's attitude immediately turned again, though some of his thoughts were mixed. On one hand, he was making more money than he had been with his Machinima contract, but on the other, he had lost the protection from automatic content ID claims that Machinima's managed partnership had provided him, meaning that videos of his with copyrighted music or video would have the money earned from them taken away. Sometime in April, a company by the name of Poltavi approached Philip with a
Wow.
tempting offer.
This is the
They
next
told Philip
big
that they
thing.
could offer him more money than Curse was currently giving him, and more. They promised that they could give him another managed partnership as well as one other thing, that they would find all of the
And
parody
$1 million sign-in bonus.
videos that had become so popular and
like a
claim them
basketball
for Philip, placing advertisements on them and funneling that money to him.
four-year,
Tantalized, Philip
400 million
removed his
contract.
partnership with Curse and began struggling
And
to
then we're
enter a
gonna
new
take down all the negative videos.
partnership
And
with
DSP's eyes light up like the sun.
Poltavi, despite being unable to find any information on them online. After being strung along for some time, he realized that he had been duped. Poltavi was a front for another company, Lavaria Media, who currently didn't have the clout with YouTube to offer him a managed partnership or meet any of their other promises. Flustered, Philip returned to Curse, who agreed to take him back one last time
hello,
in
just
May.
Scamp. What's up,
For
man?
now, Philip's short-term future seems somewhat secure despite everything that has happened to him. He claims to be making good money from streaming on Twitch, and his partnership with Curse will be at least enough for him to pay his bills. Even so, his viewership is steadily decreasing. Where he once had nearly 13.5 million views a month, this number has decayed to 1.84 million, and if his deal with Curse were to break, it's uncertain what he'd do. He survives online with dwindling viewership and as a joke amongst other content creators.
And here he's gonna pause and he's gonna say that he's still here and still surviving because of positivity and keeping on. That's what he's gonna say. With you guys' positivity and your support, and I just keep going, you know, I just keep doing my own thing.
But he also said,
and he's probably gonna beg about this time because it's gonna be boring, I guess, if it even happens.
As a warning to those same creators about the volatility of a fan base and how quickly it can turn against them.
And that's it for this Phil interactive video. Oh wait, during the production of this video, hold on, we have like post-credit scene. Philip and Leanna broke off their relationship after Philip discussed Leanna's personal medical issues in a vlog. That's not true. It's not because DSP discussed their medical issues. They were broken off even before that. So yeah, this is gonna get a pause. Philip now lives alone in his condominium. Well, this changed. Now he has a happy, meaningful, robust life with a robust wife and a robust cat and robust bills and robust contributions and robust supporters, I guess. Now we move on to what is something else than this. Let's watch the DSP Iceberg. I wanted to watch this. And now I think it's a reasonable time to watch it. Now this is long as fuck, but who cares?
X Mortis here.
Big up
Today
X
we're doing
Mortis for the
something
video.
pretty different.
The lit video.
During my time on YouTube, I've seen the popular trend of the iceberg videos take off, and I thought to myself, why don't I do one? And
Oh, did I see the Give Blood video? Actually, I want to watch this one because I saw it today. I remember I watched a bunch of videos today. Was it this? I gotta look up DSP specifically. Which one was it? It's this one? This one? Tries flavor for the first time. I think it was this.
What you guys are basically asking is, where's Jasper? He's not consistently on the streams. He was there, then he's not, then he's there, then he's not. You're right.
Destroy the weak! Maim, kill, burn! Maim!
Remember, the rule of thumb is thus. When I am streaming and my wife is home, the door is shut. Because if that door is open...
This filter makes him look... Wow, nice. The Project 7 t-shirt. Oh, goddamn. Oh, I love me some shit post. It's great.
This is better topic to choose than our boy Dave, the Dark Surfer.
The Dark Surfer.
There are two pictures I found about our buddy Dave.
Who came up with this? I think it was Seven. I think that's the first instance I've ever heard the Dark Surfer.
Nice, but it had too many theories I couldn't research. So I'll be going with the second one. So, as you guys know, I do have a documentary series on DSP. And this iceberg will cover some things I have previously talked about. There will also be some things that I haven't covered in this iceberg. So I'm going to do my best to keep some things quick and to the point. So, if you guys enjoy what I do, then please subscribe to the channel. And if you want to take it a step further, then you can personally support me over on Patreon. So with nothing much more to say, let's dig straight into this iceberg.
Let's get into it. What's going to be the first one? Level 1. Bills. Bills is the first one. The first one is Bills. This is what he's more prominent with.
He's trying to guilt trip his audience into giving him.
Watch the wrong video. I'm gonna see the right video later on.
Oh, Phil's
just started this
because he got a bunch of super chats today, and he's saying that he still needs help. Fuck you. No, really. Again.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Because you know
if
what
you say that I'm begging, fuck you.
For help now.
Help
to pay
now.
for the games coming up now.
This is a great clip.
To pay my bills coming up now.
Asking
not
for the
things in
money
December,
now.
Things now. You're not helping by coming on this stream and being a dickhead to me and acting
I'm
like
not
I'm being
helping,
ungrateful
dude.
for
Come
someone
on.
doing a super chat. No, I'm very grateful. The super chats help, but they don't help me now.
He also uses it as an excuse for why he doesn't have any money saved up to do anything.
And this all reminds me of the President's Day video. I'm gonna say this every time this comes up. In the President's Day video, because his YouTube money was late, he made it seem like the YouTube money was the thing that he's relying on the most, and not the tips. And he made it sound like the tips is the more insignificant amount of money. And now the super chats is the more insignificant amount of
Money
money.
to do it. I don't have money 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 to
Why
do it.
not,
I
though?
don't have money to do it. I don't have money to do it.
Did I move him
Trolls have
across the
made Bills
country?
a common meme for him, since no other streamers bring it up as much as he does.
Hello, everybody. It's DarkSydePhil. I need that money.
To pay my bills?
The electric bill. The
internet bill? Stupid fucking trolls, man. I just wanna chill.
I rock back and forth.
I rock back and forth.
So I could catch up on back tasks.
Ask the King.
Ask the King is basically a Q&A screen Phil does whenever a certain goal is hit. He'll read off
I love
questions
that
posted
song.
from his form.
That song
and
is
if
great.
you remember his Patreon, for $20 or more you can have your questions answered during the stream. But if you keep up with DSP's antics like I and many others have, then you will know this series is completely pointless, since he answers questions his brain dead fans have for him all the time.
His brain dead pants.
Jin
And
is a
Jin.
common detractor meme that started due to Phil openly admitted during his early days on YouTube. He used to drink heavily.
I absolutely love my life today compared to how it used to be. Seriously.
Absolutely,
All those
dude. I
years
love it.
back then, you'd be like, it's a whirlwind of crap. It was me. And by the way, I've told you guys about my past, how I used to drink way too much. I would be drinking constantly, all the time, because I was so stressed out. Honestly, when I started with this whole thing, I was depressed many years ago, a decade ago. I didn't like my life or anything. And basically, liquor was the way to kind of get through that. It was, oh, I hate my life. I hate who I am. So let me just drink it all away and just keep pumping out fucking YouTube videos.
Now, while DSP has since claimed that he doesn't drink as much as he used to, recent leaks prove that a good amount of his spending still goes on alcohol.
Look at this fucking graph. And this is an epic graph. This is one of my favorite graphs that I've ever looked at. Because you can see WWE Champions is 21%. It's a massive chunk. And then we have mortgage and groceries. It's a massive chunk. It's bigger than anything else. It's 21%. Even if it's not entirely correct, that's the whole thing. It's still very, very extreme. Even if it's not entirely correct, if it's not 21%, if it was 10%, it's still gonna be wild that this guy is still begging and spending this amount of money on a mobile game. After playing games for years, he should know the good games.
Another type of this meme has been called Jan tweets, where DSP would stay up till like 3 a.m. tweeting
Yeah.
about random nonsense and making horrible takes. It's highly speculated that he shrunk off his ass while he's doing this.
Oh my god, he's drinking gin.
Project 7, of course.
Project 7 was an internet
course we got
comedy
it.
series
Year one.
Phil started back in 2010. He discontinued the series the same year because Phil could never commit to anything.
And after this, I guess we can talk about my iceberg, because I made one
Then
myself.
he met
too.
Howard through John Rambo, and he got his friends from Respect the Pack to help revive the series. Once the project was canceled again in 2012, DSP set a goal on his Patreon for over $1,000 to bring back the series one more time. Once the goal was hit, DSP pocketed the money like the writer scammer he was, and told his fans that he would be too busy playing up-and-coming games to focus on Project 7. Years later, he changed the goalpost and said that the Patreon goal was for a trailer instead of an actual reboot.
Phil stole fan donations
Didn't happen.
that went towards a
It got
Project
debunked.
7 reboot. Every statement in that
Camera?
is false.
Camera mode?
All right, besides maybe my name. Stole?
Bill?
I didn't steal anything. What they're talking about is a Patreon goal level that was hit for
Semantics?
1 month in the summer of like 2015. Maybe it was 2016,
False.
but I'm almost positive it was as far
All
back
of
as
these are
2015.
lies.
Not stole. It was raised legitimately via a Patreon goal level. All right. Fan donations. They weren't fan donations. They were Patreon contributions.
Patreon contributions. That's how they're called. Patreon fucking contributions. The biggest semantics guy this side of the fucking Mississippi. This guy is crazy. It's not fan donations. How is it different? It's some dude that cares about your stupid gout-ridden ass enough to send you money in some weird way, any way that it is. It is a fucking, whatever he called it, it's a contribution. It's a fan donation. It's exactly what it is. Because you're a charity case. Come on.
Right.
I got this weird kind of blue tint going on. Let me see if I can make it.
It wasn't for a Project
red.
7 reboot. It was
More
for me
vibes.
to take some time out that month
100%
to
more
do
vibes.
a Project 7 reboot trailer.
16 times the vibes.
Trailer.
The backlash he got from this was incredible.
Did he do the trailer though? What was the trailer? Text on a black screen?
This Is How You Don't Play is a series that was originated by a detractor known as Eva AJ back in 2013. After receiving the ban from DSP for mild criticism, Eva AJ took a compilation of all of DSP's worst moments during his Metal Gear Solid playthrough and showcased just how bad he was at following simple directions.
Doesn't even know what trailers mean. The trailer hypes up something that's about to come out.
This is just weapon
and not just exist. What is a trailer for? What?
I don't know how to use my rations. I have no idea.
I don't know how life
DSP was pissed off about this, stating that Eva AJ stole from his channel and tried to get those videos taken down. After being unsuccessful, DSP gave up fighting the battle he knew he could never win, and went on to state that This Is How You Don't Plays don't bother him.
You know, that's the real attitude to have when you're in life, when you're facing overwhelming adversity against you.
Would you just keep going?
Overwhelming amounts of unfair treatment, hate, slander. The best way is to just do your thing positively. Don't address it, because the more you address it, it just moves the goalpost and it just becomes worse and worse. Because that's what happened. Originally, it used to be like, oh, this is how you don't play. Fuck those people. They're stealing my content. They're taking it out. You know, I would rage and do videos about it. And what would happen? It would just make it worse. It would just make it worse and worse and worse and worse, right? So there's no reason.
Yeah, that's why he doesn't strike
That's
anybody.
why you don't ever hear me address the shit anymore.
Because it will
If
make
we
it
see a
worse.
fucking bullshit, slanderous meme on the stream, you're fucking out of here, and we just
Bullshit,
continue on with the positive
slanderous
content.
meme.
So.
Slanderous
And
meme.
while Eva AJ doesn't make that type of
Slanderous
content anymore, the torch is still being carried.
It's only this guy who has slanderous memes.
By people like The Outsider, Secret Limited, and plenty others.
Gout?
Gout is a form of arthritis that causes severe pain and swelling, mostly in the big toe. DSP claimed that he does have it multiple times, most likely to gain sympathy. He said that the way he got it was because he was constantly over dining on red meat and had to change his eating habits.
But then it turned out to be his aunt. It's his aunt's fault.
His story went through a
It's his aunt's fault he has gout.
slight change, but
And it's his dad's fault he has a bad back. And it's his mom's fault that she smoked while being pregnant, I guess.
later on. He also went on to state that his gout has gotten better due to his daily intake of cherry juice.
I have to drink cherry juice. Cherry juice actually has anti-inflammatory properties and lowers uric acid levels of
It's
your body.
amazing.
So I have one large glass of tart cherry juice a day, and it actually helps with this condition. I have to make sure that my diet is balanced, and I don't eat too much of things that cause uric acid. For example, red meat,
Uric acid?
shellfish, those kind of things are very high.
Dude is literally full of
uric acid.
piss.
Also, if I eat way too many fatty foods, greasy fried foods, or cheeses,
DSP
that
tries
also
it?
can make a flare-up happen. In addition to all of that,
DSP tries it. How many times after a DSP tries it has he had a flare-up? It's an interesting question to ask.
alcohol. If you drink too much liquor,
Imagine the pain. Wanting to make a bunch of views on YouTube, but having to get gout. I can't help it, man. I need to eat this burger. And then you get gout the same day. You get an inflammation.
beer or whatever, that can also, it doesn't really cause it, but I think what they say is it makes it worse. So if you have it or you're having issues with it, it'll make it worse. It'll compound the issue. So I have to watch all these things. And before I knew I had this condition, I never did. I was a guy who would go out and eat a giant steak. You know, I actually, when I lived in Connecticut, I would go get the prime rib and shit. This ginormous slab of meat, slamming it down in front of me. I would eat the fucking thing, you know? That was me.
He definitely loves the ginormous slab of
every
meat.
time it got made fun of, he had a reaction to it. And due to his constant bitching about it, it became a well-known meme for detractors to this day.
Yeah. King of Hate. Let's
King
learn
of
what
Hate
the
was a
King of
nickname
Hate
DSP was given during
stands
his
for.
early days in the FGC. While DSP has claimed that the reason he calls himself this was because of his mindset to overcome the haters, others say that he earned this nickname due to his terrible behavior during tournaments.
DSP, stop recording. No one gets this shit. Play. You can't hold up a tournament.
And we see this clip for the second time today.
Where am I playing?
You still haven't told me.
Jesus Christ, man. Treat you like you're
DSP did still cling onto this name during his early days on YouTube, even making series like Ask the King, Cooking with the King, and Feasting with the King. He even
Chilling
went
with
as
the
far as
King.
to call his
That
fan
should be a
base the
thing.
Hate Army.
Yeah, chilling with the King should be a thing. Just a chill podcast where maybe, you know what? Dude, I fucking figured it out. And this is such a low effort idea that even DSP can pull it off. On the screen is gameplay from back in the day, right? Like the Heavy Rain playthrough or some nonsense like this. And then you have DSP on the camera and it's gonna be kind of like split screen. And then you have DSP on the camera on the right side, left side, whatever. Just going on some ramblings and nonsense. He would love this idea. It's like a Q&A and then a trip back in the day and watching old gameplay. So there's something on the screen to distract you from the terribly boring guy. And he talks about how terribly boring it was back in the day. That'll be great. Even he can pull it off.
We think that as long as we can send the fans over there to explain, I think it's going to be good. So I'm calling upon the Hate Army. I rarely do this, but I need you guys definitely to help us out with this endeavor.
And it's kind of a shame that the thing that he put the most effort in ever is Project 7, which is a thing that other people, I mean Respect the Pack, put way more effort than he did and complained a million times less.
We want the trailer to do well. We want the series to do well on Machinima, and it's going to take your help. So please, Sunday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Head on over there, Machinima Respawn.
Couldn't do premieres back in the day. Now you can do premieres all
He
the
even
time.
made merch about it. And take a good hard look at this.
Yeah, the Hate Army 86. This is so uninspired. And he wanted a person to put this on their body and go out in public. Perhaps. Maybe not.
Wow. Good thing that number says 86 instead of 88.
What is a Hate Army, dude?
DSP has come to renounce
I don't
the
even
Hate
know what the
Army.
Hate Army means.
It's not really hard to find a racial undertone if you look hard enough.
Barrel Shroud re-upped his membership for 7 months. Says, do you need the Hate Army to mobilize? There is no Hate Army, Barrel Shroud.
They're gonna
Say that
mobilize. They're gonna
I'll be very
invade
upset with you.
Kyrgyzstan.
Hate Army.
The Hate Army. It's like 5 kids. And 2
Post
dudes in
nasal drip is what
wheelchairs.
happens when the body
It's just
produces
a
more
Rob.
mucus than it normally does.
Rob and Planet
And
Jeff.
instead of coming out of your nose,
The Hate Army.
it runs down the back of your throat. This is another medical
Oh, this is the
condition
post-nasal
DSP claims to
chill.
have, and uses it as an excuse to snort right into the microphone.
Yeah,
Chronic
he does.
postnasal drip.
Chronic.
It causes me to
It's
have
like
all
Dr.
kinds of
Dre.
inflammatory issues with my nostrils, as well as gunk in my throat constantly.
Yeah,
On and
that
off. Some
fucking
days I wake up
sucks.
and I'm good,
And
I have
every
nothing.
time he snorts, he needs to swallow that shit and taste it. That's absolutely repulsive. And you can live 40 years with it and never, like, be interested enough in a way that can fix this, so you don't have to swallow your shit all the time.
I feel like shit, and it could be because I have a cat.
Why?
It could be because of allergies.
Why? How does
I don't
life
know
work?
What it is.
I personally believe that this is
This
most
microphone
likely
is
a
still in
lie.
the shot. Get it
Since
out of
during his
here.
bankruptcy call, he didn't snort not one time. So maybe he's just using this condition as a way for him
Yeah,
to be
he
as
can
disgusting
snort
as he wants
whenever
on
he
screen.
wants to,
You guys need to
basically.
hear me talk to do a valid gameplay stream.
Wow.
DSP tries it.
DSP tries
DSP
it.
Tries It
This is
was
the
another
best one.
series film made where he would mostly review
Hey, big
fast
ups,
food.
Sinful Aaron. Welcome.
DSP has since claimed that the reason he stopped doing DSP Tries It was because it was causing too much weight gain and was very unhealthy.
Also, the
Even more
gout.
recently, whenever he hits a membership's goal, he'll stuff his face with whatever fast food he decided to buy that day and review it under the new title, Feasting with the King.
You're still on mission 1.
Oh, come on.
The great clip.
You know damn well what the hell
You know
this
damn
is.
well what this is.
This is the most infamous moment in DSP lore.
When
It's
he
in
jerked
tier
it
1
off
for a
on
reason.
stream.
I'm pretty sure that even after his death, Phil's legacy will always boil
This will
down to
never
that
not
dumbass
make me laugh.
scammer who jacked off
This
on
is so
screen.
good. I should
And
put
to
on
be
a
honest,
hat.
It's
I
very
haven't put on any
deserved.
hats recently.
What is up, everyone?
Hello, hello, and welcome. Oh, the camera's on.
Back taxes. Are we still on mission 1? We still on tier 1? Man, there's a lot to go. It's an hour 36.
It's a way for him to squeeze as much money out of his pay pigs as possible.
Gotta hit the bathroom again.
He uses back taxes
for
as a
beer
bigger
reasons.
threat,
Just watch this.
If he doesn't pay it in time, then the IRS is gonna snipe him or some shit. The best example of this can be found in part 9 of A Beggar's Journey, where he told his fans that he needed them to give him $16K in order to pay off back taxes, because his mysterious tax guy had been fucking him over this entire time. John Rambo and Howard were the only people DSP could really call a friend during his time on YouTube, but due to his constant lying and greed, it didn't take long for his obsession with monetary gain to cause a rift in their friendship. This mainly started during the filming of Project 7, and a bunch of other shit that was building up over time. In the end, John and Howard put out an hour and 30-minute long podcast airing out their frustrations with DSP. Ever since that one-off podcast, DSP has never gotten into contact with either one of them, and labeled them as traitors for not discussing their issues with him up front.
No, I agree. See, Ornites is right. He says they made a move cutting you out of anything to do with them because it was bad for them. I actually agree. That's actually what I think happened. I think what they saw was that since I moved from Connecticut to Washington, now keep in mind this was years ago, things was much different now, but they saw back then, right? They saw the negativity and shit that was happening to me, and they were like, "Oh fuck, we don't want to."
I'm back.
We don't want to get swatted. We don't want to get fucking.
What happens? Swatting?
We don't want to get doxxed constantly. We don't want to be part of all this negative shit that's happening to Phil. And let's face it, we're not doing anything with him anymore anyway. We want to be safe, so we're gonna wash our hands of him and make this
is
video,
the Rambo and
say
Howard shit. Come on.
And I think that's what it was. They thought, much like other businesses who don't want to associate with me, that they would be cleaner and safer if they just basically said, let's end it like this by doing this video, rather than talking to me about it, right? And then me publicly saying,
you didn't want to text them back, and then you drunk text them in the middle of the night.
With Rambo and Howard, and they decided that they don't want to be friends anymore because that's just going to cause more drama. Instead, do it that way, and boom, then it just cuts the cord, right? And now, of course, I look like the villain again. Who cares? Because I already look like.
Yeah, because they texted you that your friend died, and then you made a video about it and didn't text them back.
The villain. So they did what they did. You know, they did what they did.
It's kind of explainable.
It sucks.
Understandable.
DSP hasn't made any new friends since John and Howard.
Of course.
And with the way things are going now, I don't think he ever will again.
Never
okay,
again.
yeah, Colored Pencils did another super chat. He says, do you find it hard to find
what
friends
happened to
since
your friends?
moved?
I don't have time
I don't
for
have
friends.
time for friends since I moved. Just being honest, I just don't have time. I work 6 days a week full time. 6 days a week full time.
Full time.
Outside of that, I maintain a household and have a family. I don't have time outside. I don't have, as I've explained to you guys.
No.
Okay. I love my life. My life today.
Hey, this is great.
Is the best I've ever had. And I mean that. Like every day I feel like is the best day of my life.
This is the same clip that I have with I Love My Life.
I love my life.
It's exactly the same one.
I love my life.
Very nice.
I'm not exaggerating when I say that.
Not exaggerating at all. But who am I to tell him he's not happy? Who am I?
After getting fed up with constant copyright strikes and content ID, DSP took his shitty gameplay content to another video sharing website known as Blip TV. Blip TV became a new home to those who felt they were being treated unfairly by YouTube's policy, like Doug Walker from Channel Awesome.
Of course.
But during the playthrough of
Doug
Dead
Walker.
Space 2, he made some pretty controversial
The
jokes about
nostalgia
being the
critic.
last remaining Nazi.
He's cringe, so you don't have to.
This is what happens when you let the Jews do whatever they want. You've let the Jews overrun space, and now look at this. Their greed has had the artifact to turn everyone into necromorphs.
Of course it did.
So now I, the last remaining Nazi, must exterminate them. Hello, Jew.
Oh, this one is great.
He was reported shortly afterwards.
Of course he
and
was.
TV kicked his ass straight back to YouTube.
Even back in the day, he was.
Only 28
Hey, you see, it's the thumbnail to this stream.
found themselves laid off from their jobs and in financial straits, but instead of sucking up his pride and taking a crappy job and moving back in with his parents, he's decided to panhandle his fan base. The relationship...
He was a beggar back then. In 2009, he was a beggar and a panhandler. And some dude called him out. And DSP calls him jealous.
that DSP has with the fans is now totally based on money. And I feel
Stop
such a
this.
situation can end any way but badly. Save your pennies for your personal rainy days ahead, and force Phil to be accountable for himself. Holy shit.
Holy
this
shit.
guy fucking is so jealous of my popularity and the fact that for
so
4 or 5
jealous.
months now, yeah, I've been able to turn this into a business per se, and been able to support myself, that he is fucking reporting me falsely to websites to try to get me banned and fuck me over, so I have to stop doing this.
So jealous.
Wow.
Wow.
You are a shithead.
You're a shithead. Big ups Lunar Guardian for the 4 months of chill indoctrinating,
Whenever DSP hits a certain goal,
brainwashing,
then he'll do a
and being part of a cult.
Baller alert.
He's not revisiting the game he played in his past. Instead, he just sits there and watches his old boring videos his friends request him to. These streams are as boring as DSP can get, since he doesn't add any kind of value to his reactions. He just states the obvious and laugh at his own jokes from the past.
This shit sucks. Nail biting. Uh-oh.
This is a weird thing DSP
This
does.
I think should be later in the video, because this is pretty obscure.
Whenever there's a black person on screen. DSP never really explained why he does this.
Yeah, he does this all the time.
It's just really strange behavior.
Every other Thursday it's like this. What the fuck is that?
You gonna buy this? Oh no, okay. Just what the fuck is that? Okay, we go to
I
4th
honestly
place.
feel like this should have been in tier 1.
Okay, 4th place
This is a pretty common thing to know with just a little research about DSP.
Is the one.
In 2005, DSP attended EVO to play Street Fighter II Turbo. Now, the port that was played was the inferior PlayStation port that had a whole bunch of issues that made a lot of pro players upset that it was chosen for a high-level tournament. This caused a boycott, and a lot of good players didn't attend the tournament as a result of this. DSP was able to seize the opportunity and said himself that he practiced this port as much as he possibly could.
Because this is it is a pretty fair video, and it has way more lore than the down the rabbit hole video.
He only got 4th place,
which is like really general.
Now, a top 8 finish at EVO isn't bad, but the way DSP treated it was what left a bad taste in people's mouths. He went on to claim that since he beat all the American players in that tournament, that he was the #1 ranked Street Fighter II player in America. This claim has been laughed at and mocked.
Of course
And to
it
this
is.
day, he still tries to cling on to that moment of success and wants to be looked at as a professional FGC player.
No, this is like a semantics #1. This is the #1 nobody respects. And you don't want to be this guy. You would rather be 4th. Because 4th at least is like, you're being honest. I've been 4th. And not the #1 American guy. Because why racism? Why not? House tours. Let's go.
Doing my research.
Very excited.
House tours are just that. DSP doing a tour of his house.
Yeah, basically that.
There isn't anything.
A lot
much
of
to
shaky
do with
cam, a
this,
lot of waddling.
But it did show that DSP does waste his money.
Yo, he has, look at all these controllers and mixers and stuff.
Lot
It's
of
not a
useless
mixer
shit.
here, but yeah. A bunch of shit. The Wolverine figure.
During a Hey Live video, DSP told the story of how when he was younger, there was a Wolverine figure he saw and wanted his parents to give him for his up-and-coming birthday. When his parents failed to give him the figure, he threw a massive fit.
I went to a comic
Threw
book
a
store
baby
one day
tantrum.
with my parents, and the Wolverine figure was there, and it was expensive. It was like maybe, I think, 20, 25 bucks, when really the other figures only cost like 7, 8 bucks, so this one was worth 3 to 4 times more than a normal figure because of its rarity. And I turned to my mother and father and I said, guys, listen, I want that action figure for my birthday. So, please, what I would ask you, I've never asked you to do this before.
I actually have a hot take. I think he was being reasonable in this story. If it's the way that he explains it now, like in this clip, you guys, look, this and this and this. I think he was being reasonable. It's like, it's for his birthday. Just buy it now and keep it away from him, whatever. Then they didn't do it. I told you to buy it.
We know how rare that figure is. We know we've been to
is so
stores
rare.
endlessly and we've never seen it in the flesh. It's finally here in front of our faces. Please buy the figure now. Hide it from me for whatever.
And this actually happened to me once, but if I tell you, you're not gonna believe it. Because there was also an X-Men figurine in a store that I remember when I was a kid. And there was a figurine, I think it was Cyclops, that looked cool that I wanted to get. And then I went there the next week and they didn't have it, so I got Storm instead. And this is my Wolverine figure. But it was just kind of me and my fault. and nothing
for
else.
months until my birthday and
Oh,
give
yeah.
it to me on my birthday.
Awesome lore.
This will ensure that I will get this action figure because we know how rare it is. And it's the first time we've seen it. And I begged with my parents and I pleaded with my parents to
begged
get
his
it, right?
parents.
Week
Just
4
making
we go
begging
back.
videos.
It's gone. We asked the store owner what happened. Someone bought it, and I have not. You know, we haven't gotten any more. We've gone to other. You know, it's so popular. We've gone to toy stores. No one can find this action figure anymore. It's that rare because it was the most popular character at the time, Wolverine. He was the rarest figure because he was the variant figure in the box figures that would be shipped to toy stores. So my birthday came and passed, and guess what? My
Guess
parents
what?
go, "We're very
Guguts,
sorry,
that's
Philip,
what you got.
but we couldn't find the action figure."
You
I
got
said,
some expensive
"I
toy
told
instead."
you to buy the figure. Why don't you listen to me?"
Why
like,
don't
it was
you
such
listen
a
to
no-brainer. All they had to
me?
do was buy it then. They could have hidden it forever. I would have never bugged them for it till my birthday. I knew I was going to get it on my
I
birthday.
told you to
'Cause they didn't
buy
buy
it.
I didn't get it.
This highlighted just how spoiled DSP was as a kid.
He was like a little spoiled baby.
And
He's
the
a little
perfect reason for
spoiled
him being
baby.
the way he is today as an adult.
I told you to buy it, man. Why didn't you do it? Tuesdays.
There wasn't anything I could find about Tuesdays. Maybe somebody in the comments can let me know.
The day off.
It's my fault.
It's my fault.
During a special Halloween stream in 2018,
Yeah, this stream.
DSP brought in Cat for a special co-op playthrough. Seven was of course doing his own
And then,
live
by the
stream.
way, he was shitting on Will Smith for defending his wife. And this dude, when everybody was harassing his wife, what he did was shit on some dude on the internet that watches him. This is what he did.
At the time.
And then he shit down Will Smith's throat.
And Kat was receiving
Bro.
a lot of messages in chat making fun of her appearance.
This guy's
After
epic.
a quick break,
They were just harassing her left and right. She was just leaning in chat and looking at it and then
DSP
being
came back to the
disgusted.
screen by himself and stated that Kat wouldn't be joining them due to the excessive amount of trolling they were receiving. He then went on to blame Tevin fully for Kat's absence, even though she really just went on to go party with a couple friends.
There's a sick motherfucker on
sick
the internet called
motherfucker.
Kevin who likes to
Kidnaps
illegally
people, tortures
restream
them.
my fucking streams and has an army of fucking trolls who are the only reason why he has any notoriety is because he copies my shit and he eggs his trolls on to do negative shit like this, to come to my stream and to basically make fun of my girlfriend and do nasty shit. It's his fault that this kind of stuff happens.
It's his fault.
And anyone who supports that kind of fucking content
He's a toxic
is a
shithead.
mentally ill asshole.
Mentally
who has no
ill
fucking
asshole.
conscience or morals.
Yeah, and the chair is shaking and it's just him yelling at the clouds. It's so funny. It's like this perfect example of impotent rage where you're just ranting at some dude on the internet and you can't do anything about it. You can't do
And
anything.
the bottom line is the only reason he does it is because he knows he can get away with it because YouTube won't shut down his streams.
YouTube
even though
doesn't
what he does is
care.
completely illegal.
It's illegal, immoral, harmful, toxic. This is a new song, by the way. I don't know if you know about it. Because if you didn't watch the video that I secretly uploaded this morning in a completely different time zone, you wouldn't know it. So now we're having a derailment for a song.
Video. So within
I
a
can
day or
show
two,
off
that
my
video-
song that you didn't see.
Today,
Okay.
some shithead hater will take something that I say out of context.
Oh,
And
no.
a ton of morons will watch that video. So within a day or two, that video will
love
get
my
like
life.
5,000 views. While my daily
I'm just gonna play the
gameplay
chorus
videos
to this.
each
I'm
are
not gonna
getting,
play the
what,
whole
like
thing.
1,000 views, if that.
Not that fun.
Cuck life, 100%.
Well, I'm gonna turn on the seizure lights.
Why not? YouTube doesn't care. Illegal, immoral, harmful, fucking toxic. This is insane.
This is fucking toxic.
Cuck life. It became a meme, right? The meme was to hate on me. Were there legitimate reasons? At first, there were. But over the years, are you shitting
All right,
me?
this is it. This is it for this amazing segment.
They don't care.
I really don't know what to say about
And
DSP's Patreon, other than it's been sickened ever since the Project 7 scam. And I'm pretty sure a good amount of
It's
people that are
nothing,
still
it's
patrons
empty.
probably forgot to pull their support.
Swack. 2 hours pre-streams.
Well,
yeah.
I don't know much to say
We
about
got
this
him at some point.
I
At some
believe
point
this
there
is a
were.
complaint his fans were
Was a
having
thing.
about his pre-screens being way too long. It's pretty common for DSP to stall as much as he possibly can before playing an actual game. The fact that there are actual people that would sit there and listen to him, it's beyond me. Machinima was an MCN DSP was partnered with from 2010. all the way up to 2017.
Hey, big ups,
there
Torch
were no
Light.
issues with their partnership.
What's going
until
on,
DSP
man?
started seeing way less ad revenue than he usually did in the month of February. Because of course, every issue that DSP has always boils down to money. He got in contact with Machinima and basically acted like a total Karen until they had enough of his bitching and kicked him from the partnership. This was also something I covered in more detail in part 6 of A Beggar's Journey.
Yeah, I'm an adult. Sorry, I'm the one who operated a successful YouTube channel.
I'm the one.
Me. I'm the one who
To
puts
this
up
day, I'm not gonna know why he said re. I will never know why he said re. It's just some a thing that you just. It's not a human thing to say. It doesn't mean anything. It's just a meme. It's an actual meme. The screeching person. Re. It's actually he said it. It's like it's not even edited or something. It's wow. Holy shit.
content that's entertaining and has a fan base. Me.
I'm entertaining. Me.
And Lee is DSP's ex-girlfriend. During their time together,
hey bro, you are late, but I'm not gonna cut it from your paycheck. It's alright. Today it's okay. You can clock in now.
They didn't like the fact that DSP had her involved in pretty much anything he did.
The boss is not here yet.
She turned a lot of former DSP fans into detractors, and it was coming to the point where DSP didn't want to deal with her himself. You could see their relationship falling apart on screen, and in 2017, they had officially broken up. I have a whole video dedicated to Panda and Phil's relationship in part 4 of A Beggar's Journey.
Oh, the DMCAs.
DSP has gone through many.
They destroyed his channel.
I mean, many DMCAs.
If anything, that the DMCAs actually very much fucked with his revenue. If anything.
And if I talk about every single one of them, this video will be way longer than it needs to be. Kat is currently DSP's wife. Personally, she's a very strange case.
This should have never happened. This stream should have never happened. It was way more awkward than it has any right to be, because it was like it's just like his setup is not fit for two people to be there. It just looks so awkward in the age of everybody like doing multiple cameras and having a setup that looks like at least kind of a vibe or something, man. This is just so weird and just orange. And it's just a guy and a woman sitting on a couch and the camera is pointing at them. It gives different implications than what it actually is.
Her sister is an escort, and her mother is fucking insane herself. She was also a fan of DSP's content even before they got in contact with each other. She did have a boyfriend, but once he found out that Kat had been texting with DSP about a possible relationship, he kicked her out. DSP did his best not to reveal any information about Kat during the early stages of their relationship. He only released a couple pictures when she came over for Christmas, but those pictures were used against him during the escort scandal he was framed in. DSP did a marathon screen and used the money his fans gave him to move Kat across the country without letting his fans know. This is a pretty common thing with him. Her ex claimed that she was a very strange person and was only with him because he was making some decent amount of money, which would explain why she was all in for marrying DSP. I mean, think about it. Phil and Panda had been together for 5 years and never got engaged. After that Halloween screen, we never really saw Kat again besides small audio clips. It's theorized that she's probably fat as fuck right now, which is most likely true, since DSP seems afraid to show her off now. There seems to be no love in their relationship, since DSP only seems to keep her around so she can cook and clean for him.
He makes everything so much more awkward than it needs to be, man. This could have been like a cool, chill stream with them just talking about stuff and like human beings, and instead it was a DSP stream and everything was awkward and uncomfortable and unnecessarily tense. And of course she was sitting there. At some point she blew up that stress ball, and that was a thing that happened, and it was just like really uncomfortable generally. And it was mostly his fault because he didn't do absolutely anything to make that girl comfortable on his own stream, where he feels the most comfortable he feels, I guess, anywhere, since he's fucking ranting all the time and having all the power in his life on the stream.
Since DSP
he didn't do anything.
Seems afraid to show her off now. There seems to be no love in their relationship, since DSP only seems to keep her around so she can cook and clean for him.
Cat, you need to get out now. That place is toxic.
That's a great clip.
These
I'm
are
gonna
special
switch the
posts
hat
DSP
again.
would do when he's doing a marathon or about to select
for all my
game
baby
to
girl.
play through. DSP
That's
will
your
often
comments,
read
ladies, and
these,
they're making me
'cause
smile.
if there's a game he can't brute force his way through, he'll just claim that the trolls voted for that game to win and pick whatever game he wanted to play anyway.
Have I seen Cat's sister's Twitter? For Twitter, no. But she used to follow me on Instagram when I had an Instagram, and it was kind of a weird thing because it was like out of nowhere just following me, and I wasn't looking her up or anything at all. It was just kind of bizarre. And then I got banned from
Red Miles
Instagram
is a
for
grocery
no
store
reason.
Phil goes to on a weekly
Erroneously.
basis. It's the
Oh,
only
yeah.
time he ever gets out the house and brings Cat along with him because he's
Shout out
too
to
afraid to
Messi.
go anywhere by himself. DSP's Italian sauce is a recipe that was handed down to him from his mother. I
The
couldn't be bothered
Italian
to look up the
sauce.
exact ingredients because
It looks
it really
like
doesn't
trash.
matter.
Honestly, it looks
You're
like
not gonna
ass.
make it.
It's a
I'm not
terrible
gonna make
fucking
it
sauce.
because I'm pretty sure it tastes like ass.
No, somebody made it. Somebody actually made it, and they said it was like mediocre or something. Yeah, this guy.
Well, it's okay. It's kind of mediocre and not really worth 4 hours of sitting, but I did everything correct and I didn't do anything wrong. So, Phil, you spend way too much time making this shit, and I would recommend you don't make this. You could just get a fucking can of Prego and probably add.
Yeah, come on, it can't be
bit of
like,
shit to it and
good at all.
Get a better recipe.
It just can't be good. With the burned meatballs and all that shit.
That's it.
I don't know what the link to this is. I guess I can maybe find the way. DSP Italian sauce. That should be very easy to find. It's should I eat this? I think it's this guy. I think it's exactly this guy. Yeah, it's this guy. Should I eat DarkSydePhil's meatballs and Italian sauce? This is how it's called. It's by Should I Eat series. Should I series is actually how it's called. So go look it up. Because right now in OBS I can't send anything in chat because it's great. I love my life.
Good luck.
I love my life.
Kiwi Farms is a forum that has multiple threads on DarkSydePhil. It's been proven that DSP does read the forum, and plenty of his dumbass pay pigs and moderators have been known to visit the site. This is also the website that helps me get most of my information, so big ups to Kiwi Farms. You got a great thing
Big ups
going
to Kiwi
on,
Farms.
though.
It's been
This
tough.
is something I haven't covered yet, but in January of 2020, DSP wanted to file for bankruptcy. He wanted to do this since he had a lot of debt and wanted to secure the home he was living in, or else he was gonna have to move back in with his parents. And as usual, he blamed the trolls for the reason he had to do this in the first place.
My concern
The
is
troll-induced
how does this go
bankruptcy.
through the bankruptcy, so my debts can be what they
If anything, they helped him. That guy that was asking for his $5,000 in business expenses, he was asking the right questions, but I don't know if it was the right place. Because it just made him look more valid that people were stalking him. And there were 60 people on the line. But it was a great moment of internet obscure culture, which if you're looking for it as entertainment value, then you get more entertainment value by this than by nobody streaming his bankruptcy call on the internet and being funny as fuck.
they call it. Now, I don't know if it's exonerate, whatever the word is.
Whatever.
And
Just
can work
take
on
away
getting
your
caught up with
debts.
taxes again. My major concern right now, I need to get caught up with taxes. I'm behind 2 years on taxes, and I need to start paying my taxes when I'm supposed to be paying them, so I'm not in trouble with the feds.
Trouble with the
That's
feds.
on pace. Then save money.
Of course, this never happened. Never happened. Save money. Hey, we got
This
tier
was back
3.
in 2015, when
He's
during
getting
his
swatted
Batman
now.
Arkham playthrough, Phil was told to come outside by police. The cops came in and did a search, but they didn't find much. Just a whole bunch of gamer shit.
Yeah, what are they gonna find? Guns?
Hell yeah, it's a lot of games.
Guns and a bunch of
Now,
crystal meth.
The swatting was handled pretty well, and DSP even tweeted out how much of a failure it was. But then, he turned around the next day and said that the reason he was swatted was
Because
because
when you can use it to be a victim, then it's way more dramatic than it is. But when you want to be like alpha, then it's not dramatic at all.
of all the negative videos that was made about him.
But
The bottom line is, today, I was threatened physically with murder. And I am not gonna
That's cringe. Don't say this
put
shit.
up with this shit and
Was threatened physically with murder.
anymore. And I'm not gonna allow
Ridiculous.
any of these fucking people to think that it is okay to make this negative shit about me, because this is what happens, right? Shame on you. If
Shame
you
on you.
ever made a "this is how you don't play" about
And now we're shitting on the "this is how you don't play," the most fucking innocent video. There's just gameplay fails, which happens to everybody. You watch my gameplay streams, this fucking trash.
me, if you ever decided to follow me, make a clone
You just own up to
account
it.
on Twitter, do
Oh,
this
no, make a
childish shit
clone
on
account.
YouTube, if you thought it was funny
Yeah.
to dox me, if you thought it was the DDoS attacks
You
were
dox
funny,
yourself.
you almost got me killed.
You almost got me killed. You.
Yes, you. You're responsible.
What a great
And if
video.
you are a human and you have morality in you, you should understand that. You contributed to it. Because no one
I
fucking
did it, I'm
thought of me in
sorry.
a negative light until that shit fucking started.
Really?
No one.
No
People
one-
understood it was off-color jokes. It was just Phil trying to be funny. And, you know, I've told you, I'm an imperfect human. I'm certainly not perfect. There have been times
No one knew that I was toxic until you guys pointed it out.
when I made
You
mistakes.
ruined my fucking fantasy, you asshole.
That doesn't mean that people should fucking die. So fuck you.
You should die. I mean,
Ugh.
swatting is terrible, but they didn't like aim at you with like shotguns. They didn't pull up with assault rifles. They just came to see if you're okay. And they basically said, "Hello, Burnell."
Hello. Burnell?
Nothing more. It's the guy. And now we're gonna watch that
During
clip
a
too.
session of Friday the 13th, two guys
Hopefully
were
there's
talking
gonna be
about
some
the
more
incident while
obscure stuff
DSP
later
was in
on.
a match and gave birth
I don't know
to
what
this
more
great
obscure
moment.
can get.
Do you know there's like a
don't even
guy
know.
in our group right now who's like streaming this whole thing? He's sort of like semi-famous.
Oh, I think that's DarkSydePhil. He was the guy that got caught for masturbating in front of children. Yeah,
Yeah,
guys,
in
so
front of
he
children.
was caught
This is still great.
masturbating. I think he's like 35 years
Even despite the fact that it wasn't like an SOK organized effort, it was still good as fuck. It was still funny.
old.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
he was masturbating in front of children.
It gave birth
right.
to the
Yeah.
iconic "it's the
Live
guy"
stream.
moment.
Hilarious.
Hilarious.
He's a pervert or something. I think he's a
That's right, I'm
pervert
a
or
huge
something.
pervert, guys. That's all I do. I just masturbate constantly in front of children. You're absolutely right. That's
You
what
got
I'm known
caught.
for.
You got exposed for doing that. That's
I got
that's like-
completely exposed. Absolutely.
Yeah, you did. You didn't even know the camera was on.
You know every inch of
Are you the guy?
every inch of my dick
Are
and
you
balls.
the guy?
Right?
Now they're just yelling at each other.
Balls.
It's the guy watching his Twitch.
And this
that really
brilliant, it's a brilliant sample. It's so good. Because it's completely sonically distinct from everything else. It's the guy. I'm watching his Twitch. It's so perfectly beautiful as a sample. It belongs on a soundboard.
This
The
happened
3K Lemon. Oh, this unboxing, I watched this before. It's so fun.
back in July 2014.
So fun. It took him like 45 minutes to unbox an actual PC. And it sucked. The PC was trash.
DSP was having issues with his previous PC that was built by two of his
This
fans.
guy's an alien.
He threw it away and bought a $3,000 gaming PC that was built by CyberPower. During his unboxing, you can even hear him take shots at the people who made his previous computer.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be interesting because I've never ordered from these guys before. If you
Yeah,
remember
they're
the
probably
PC that I
fucking
ordered
losers.
3 years ago, the one that I've used for 3 years. Unfortunately, I had some amateurs assemble it for me as a favor to them, basically.
It's a favor to them. That's Chris and Teo, by the way. The people that offered to do a favor to him, even though he paid them.
To help them out with their summer internship, and that one always had problems because it
Always
was done
had
incorrectly. This time I went to professionals, so if anything goes wrong with this PC,
And
I
now
can
this is gonna
basically
be
go to them
wrong,
and say,
too.
no, you guys have to fix it because it's
This
under
is so
warranty.
lame.
Okay. This is how you do ship a PC.
Oh wow, and that was a diss to
This is
Chris
how
and
you
Teo.
avoid a giant crack on the front of their PC that you just built.
You just can't let anything go. It's impossible. Does he have also mismatching socks? Which is not a big deal, but it's like you're on camera.
Is the top supposed to come off
You know
like
some
that?
asshole's
I don't
gonna bring
think
it up. No, it's wrong. That's such a bizarre shaped head, and his hair doesn't even complement it.
We're gonna have to look at this together because the top is loose. God damn, look at this thing.
Massive bald spot. Look at this. Look at this. It's Moses crossing, everybody. Make way for Moses. Moses alert.
Baller
How
alert.
does this come out?
This from headphones, you guys. This from his mom fixing his hair. This is how you don't unpack your PC, I guess.
Wow. Holy crap, dude.
Yeah, this was inside, so it doesn't get fucked up.
Wild.
When he tried screaming for the first time, he was having very noticeable issues with running games.
Yeah, we got Rage, a game that was notoriously badly optimized, especially on, I think it was AMD graphics cards, or the ATI, whatever it was back in the day. It was notoriously bad, and he decided to use that as the benchmark for all his games. And he did it in the worst way possible, which is like he didn't update anything or do any kind of troubleshooting. He was just fucking around and trying to play a game and record and stream at the same time, which went about as good as you can think.
The game's choppy as fuck on my new PC.
It's choppy?
Great.
Why is it choppy?
Look at the
Am I
pop-in.
toxic?
Did you see the pop-in? Look at the pop-in. What the fuck?
Yeah, and it had notoriously bad pop-in. Should have just opened Twitter at the time.
Oh, there you go. Look.
There we go. What else is running? Click on details.
So I cannot.
Click on services. Click on startup.
On 1080p 60 frames per
Not
second.
even open the resource monitor. Just open the performance window of the task manager. Yeah, you're gonna learn so much. You're gonna learn everything. I'm gonna optimize your PC.
Here I am walking around in the game.
This is how you don't have a PC, I guess.
100%, ladies and gentlemen. 100%.
100%.
This is
Cuck
why
life.
people don't do stuff on PC.
Cuck life, 100%.
Look at this.
Live the life of the cuck. Why
$3,000
not?
computer. Maxes out the CPU.
Yeah, what are you doing?
$3,000.
Are you encoding using the graphics card? I don't know, dude.
This is a small meme. Whenever DSP goes to ban somebody in chat, he always leans in.
Yeah, the lean in
Most
manual.
likely because he got terrible vision.
A nice lean-in manual.
Any mods?
Nice lean in manual.
Moderators?
Maybe he might have not knocked out the graphics card, but put the HDMI in the motherboard instead of the graphics card. This is gonna basically make it worthless.
All mission goals secured. Return to base.
So he probably just plugged it in wrong. Like legit just plugged it in wrong.
Nothing too much to know
Just
here.
a cable.
In March of 2018, DSP was begging hard to get a brand new PS4 Pro and 4K TV to improve his screens.
Of course. This is improving the streams, by the way. Look at this. Look at this cables. All those 1,000 of cables. The TV is sitting like this. Terrible. It's so far away from him. He can't see anything. Do you think he can even see this font?
It really didn't make a
bad,
difference.
man. And this is his job. You would think you want your job to be as chill as possible, especially if you have like a home office and you're gonna organize it in a way where it's just really good and comfortable for you. No, that's not the thing for him. He just plugs shit in. If it works, then it stays there. And it gets dust until the end of time.
This is something Phil does when he's usually losing their
And we
fighting
got a
games.
leg slap. The leg slap blow. 50%
This is the
Italian.
repeated claim that Phil's mother
Straight
is
up is
50%
not.
Italian and 50% Polish.
Oh, that's his mom. Yeah.
What percentage am I Italian? 25%, because my mom is 50-50.
Yeah.
Half Italian, half Polish. Her dad was a full-blooded Italian who had come over as a child as an immigrant, and her mother is basically a full-blooded Polish woman. So 50-50 on that side, so I'm a quarter Italian.
Swaggins is a moderator for DSP and has been for a very long time. Swaggins is the definition of a cook. After getting completely shat on by Phil and his wheelchair army, Swaggins claimed that he was done moderating for DSP and went to go send for Bad Bunny in her chat. DSP was being a bitch about it like usual,
Well,
claiming that
Swaggins, I don't know why
betrayed him.
he's so
It was just as bad as John
high in
Rambo.
this-
Saying
in
his
this
name in
thing.
chat was even enough to get you banned. But it didn't take long for Phil's prognosis to slowly creep back into Swaggins' mind.
Omnipotent cucking.
And
This
he
one of
came back to Phil's
the biggest fucking morons in DSP's chat. One of the biggest ones.
chat to be
This dude is so fucking dumb.
His bottom bitch once again.
This dude is
Swaggins
such
has
a
very
bitch.
obsessive nature when it comes to
Export is right.
DarkSydePhil.
He's such a bottom bitch cuck. Gonna go out and get cucked by like female streamers.
Some would even say he has a thing for him, based on some of the shit he says in chat. He's known to power trip over his mod status since he knows he can't ban anyone in real life.
Of course, power tripping in
And to top it
DSP's
off,
chat. This
he
is
has quite
iconic.
the fragile ego, because he hates to be called Mrs. Swaggins.
Mrs.
Which is a pretty
Swaggins.
fitting name, knowing how he talks about his role model Phil.
In the chair spin.
This was
We get the
something Phil
chair
did after the vet streak had ended. He was desperate to get another idea going that was just as successful as the vet streak. He said it was Cat's idea and that it was kinda stupid, but that was most likely just him trying to shift the blame.
Now, my wife had a crazy suggestion.
Oh, my wife. Let's
Alright.
make my
I
wife
know
look
people are
stupid so I don't look
immediately gonna
stupid
jump on
instead.
this, but
People are not immediately gonna jump on this. And you know, this leads into him telling you that he wants to spin in his chair. It's not even like a special thing.
because it's fucking stupid and embarrassing. But my wife said, if you hit a tier 2 tip skull,
that's dumb as fuck.
Here's what you should do. You guys ready for this? This is her 100%.
No, we're not ready
was
for
her
this. It's
suggestion.
dumb as fuck.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, this is dumb as fuck, DSP. Your wife gives you terrible ideas. This is for $100. $100 to do this. And he thought it was a good idea.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
All right, so hold on.
And he knows that it's cringe. And now he's gonna be like dizzy.
That was 4.
Because he's like 1,000 years
Oh
old.
god.
Dude is gonna take a sip out of like McDonald's Sprite and completely get a stroke or something. he's so clinging on for dear life. Man.
All right, that was 4.
He
that was
barely
only
exists.
4 spins.
Barely exists.
Okay, and I'm dizzy. I'm like, oh my god, I'm rotating. That was only 4, and I'm spinning already. Okay, so if we hit like a tier 2 tips goal, basically I like spin in place like 10 times and get incredibly dizzy, and then I try to play the game.
Yeah, how about
That
you
was her
try and go on the rooftop?
She says, call it the spin streak. I was like, oh my
cringe streak,
god,
more
the
like.
spin streak.
The spin streak. He's gonna have a streak of every tier goal.
I have
Imagine.
no idea what
That's
this
like 3 streaks at the same time. They could be at the same time.
is. This could be referencing the multiple statues that he has, but I could be wrong. If someone in the comments could let me know what this means, it'll be
what do you
very
mean?
appreciated.
Is this for statues?
And get incredibly dizzy, and then I try to play the game. That was her suggestion.
The stupid suggestion.
She says, call it the spin streak.
No,
I was like,
don't do
oh
that.
my god, the spin streak.
Okay, statues in the Nook. Oh yeah, this
I
refers to when he moved to Connecticut. He put all his statues in the storage Nook, basically in like a separate storage room, and that's where all the statues were just sitting there. And at some point, he took pictures of them for the 6K statue guy, which is also another, maybe an entry on the iceberg, maybe. And then nothing happened. I think he sold them, gave them away, or threw them out. And that's it with the statues, I guess. And he spent a bunch of money on them, and it was trash.
No idea what this is. This could be referencing the multiple statues that he has, but I could be wrong. If someone in the comments could let me know what this means, it'll be very appreciated.
I guess if you want to go there and let him know in the comments what I just said, then do that. The Jasper 2K, this we know.
I just talked about this one in my most
Yeah.
recent episode of my documentary.
It's one of the best beggar journey ones.
Jasper is Phil's cat that
the
he
one with a 2K cat.
kept hitting for half a year.
Because then he had that cutaway to the quartering interview, and then DSP was like, yeah, I was gonna do it anyways. I didn't even need to get like $2,000. I was gonna do it anyways. Yeah.
We decided to
But
use
he
him
just got 2K for it.
as a big positive.
Didn't blink at all. Hey, you guys, big ups, by the way, for almost three hours of chill interaction and cult activity. And we haven't even started the raw fill yet, which I don't know how long I'm gonna be here for, but in any case, I'm probably just gonna leave the stream. Even if I have to like step out, I'm just gonna leave the stream for like the restream portion of it.
Reveal for his fans.
Or you can use the chat and you don't have to leave or whatever. Do what you want.
He made a tips goal of $1,000.
Big ups
the
anyways.
line and denying the fact that he already had a cat. He revealed Jasper to his audience, and he was happy knowing that he pulled off yet another successful scam. Planet Jeff came through and tipped him $1,000 during the screen. Now, this was a big part of the scam. Planet Jeff had $1,000 ready to give Phil at any point. So it's a bit weird that he waited until the reveal to
I
tip
haven't
him
given
1K.
up on Dark Souls. I'll just, at some point, I'm gonna go on the second channel and continue it. And that's gonna be the thing for the second channel. Or Twitch? I don't even know at this point. I think I'm just gonna stick to YouTube, man. Twitch confuses me. Today I was watching Tevin and some other guys, and man, there's just so much shit going on. I can't keep up with all that shit and set it up and have it like work and stuff. So I think I'm just gonna stick to like YouTube, the second channel, and this shit, and second channel is gonna be for gaming shit. But yeah, I'm probably gonna play Dark Souls again because we're going into the depths, and there's like rats and shit. So yeah,
What most
probably
likely
gonna be chill as fuck.
happened was Phil and Planet Jeff talking about the donation behind the scenes. And he told him to wait until he hit the goal to tip him $1,000. So if you look at it, DSP was gonna hit the tips goal no matter what. He just wanted to squeeze as
Truly,
much
this is one of the few times I've actually felt like a boomer when I just went on Twitch and I was fundamentally confused at how everything works.
profit from his fans as he possibly could.
Pro Jared. Yeah, let's go Pro Jared.
sent out a tweet that was making a jab at DSP. Phil waited 3 years to get back at him while he was down. This was around the time Pro Jared was dealing with the whole cheating and divorce scandal that was happening on Twitter. It quickly became DSP's most viral tweet ever, and he did his best to milk the short-lived attention he was
Big
receiving
ups,
at the time.
Henny Hentai for the 5 months of chill indoctrination and cultish activity and brainwashing. Make sure you have some more brain left to be washed because we got some more.
Baller alert.
I wish there was pop-ups for the membership extension. I don't know why they're not.
This happened back in February of 2018.
What was this? Gaming chairs?
DSP was contacted by a company known
I
as
like that these are short and it's not like all the lore. Because all the lore is just unnecessary in this case.
Seats with talks of being a sponsor. DSP happily agreed to this and began to start promoting their product on screen. The trolls started doing their research and found out that Seats wasn't much of a company at all. It was a scam, since it was just a guy selling cheap Amazon gaming chairs.
It was a drop shipping scam basically. And if you know anything about drop shipping, it is a side hustle, but it's really just kind of shitty. You just buy stuff and put a markup on it and you sell it. And it's like there's nothing really, you don't really do anything. You just resell stuff and hope to scam somebody.
And flip the price on his website.
You hope to take advantage of people who don't know better to go on Amazon and see that shit that you're selling that they can buy much cheaper. That's basically what you're doing.
Illegal. After they found out exactly who the guy was and what he was doing, he quickly removed the website and his internet presence. He later contacted DSP telling him that the sponsorship was over, and Phil blamed the trolls for killing yet another sponsor.
All right, so while I'm running full speed, I'll make an announcement, folks. Sadly, and this is bad news, of course, but people in the stream chat are all talking about it, so I'll let you know.
Domino's Pizza Corporate just busted a $2.23 super chat. Big ups, cult-like activity, smile with horns. Big ups, Derek's folded hands, light skin tone.
Big ups Domino's Pizza Corporate. I'm still getting used to the bust notification. It gets me
So,
every
during the
time.
course of today's stream,
you know
who, the usual trolls.
This is one of my favorite fucking sounds. I don't know why I've never showed it to you. It's this one. It's Leslie Jordan. Like one of the most likable guys in life. Bust. Here it is. And it's just like a 3-second thing.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
And he's the nicest guy. If you've seen clips of him, you would know. He's so nice.
Basically, went and found all kinds of personal information about this company that sponsored me. Apparently found personal info about the guy who owns it and started doxing
Of course,
him.
they started doxing
And
him.
also information about the website and stuff. And at this point, the guy just contacted me and said, at this point, it seems like it's too much of a risk because he's already being attacked within 1 day personally, and he's going to go out of business and not run that business
the
anymore.
context is somewhere out there. It's just kind of an out of context thing. It's out there somewhere. Oh yeah.
But that is it. They're done. So that's why their Twitter is gone, and apparently they're shutting down their website because people found all personal information about the guy and started posting it all over the place. And he's like, what the fuck? I never suspected this would happen. Fact of the matter is, folks, it doesn't really affect me because guess what? I mean, I got the chair.
Lord have mercy, I'm back to
I got the chair already.
Yeah, boy,
that's why I didn't do a lick of...
$2 super chat. Big ups, I'm filled with bust ready to bust robustness.
Big ups for the ready to bust robustness.
promotion until I got the chair. And I talked to the guy upfront about this, the possibility of nasty shit happening.
Super chat.
And he said, no, I understand. Don't worry, we'll put up with it. It is what it is, guys.
Yeah, and he was like, I don't give a shit about any of this. I already got my chair. So he got what he wanted.
That's it. I'll be removing the link and everything from my Twitch page during the break. I will not be talking about it on Twitter anymore, and it's all done. I'll be deleting the tweet, I guess.
Shout out. Chargebacks.
Chargebacks are when you give somebody money on PayPal, then claim that you didn't get the item that you paid for, and have PayPal send the money back to you. DSP has claimed that he never lost a chargeback, but recently, DSP has used chargebacks as a way to make more money on stream.
Just this morning, $120 was taken from me from chargebacks. Right? So now I'll fight them, obviously.
Yeah, this is a pretty lame thing to do, though.
Doing this has actually been using.
Yeah, I put on. I like how you brought it up. I put on the camo hoodie. I guess this is my version of the vest, because I don't have any fucking vest because I'm a human.
Now all the viewers wearing vests are gonna get offended.
Credit cards. It's not.
Anyways, this is, I guess, my version of the vest that I put on for an arbitrary number of positivity.
Scam PayPal and lying. This is actual stolen credit cards.
We don't have any goals here. Actually, the only goal is 2,000 subs. Go make a bunch of sock accounts.
Go through it, I'm gonna lose the money
on a different platform, because on this one it's not allowed. Obviously, go make Twitch sock accounts.
This is not good. Like I said, I'm in the red. So please understand that, and don't listen to the slander, and don't listen to the bullshit. Okay, just don't.
Just don't listen to anybody but me, you guys. Come on, should be pretty.
If you'd like to contribute, please by all means do. Please understand that every.
What is this even the topic of this? Just begging?
Months. Like, I'm nervous now. I'm legit nervous again.
I'm nervous again. Give me money so I'm not nervous.
I'm a bit lost with this one.
Oh,
if
AdSense.
anyone knows what this means, please be sure to let me know.
YouTube AdSense. What does it mean? Now, this is the few times, I guess. I don't know which one it refers to. It would be, first of all, click on the ads. This is the YouTube AdSense thing when he said to click on the ads in like 2009, 2010. This is the one. And then allegedly Pandally AdSense, allegedly other stuff AdSense, his AdSense getting blocked. And it means a lot of things. It could. Because he had a lot of issues with AdSense during the years, and basically, yeah. So it could mean a lot of stuff. Hey, now is this one a Sidella?
This is another one of DSP's obsessive fans.
And Sidella called in. I think I watched one of those hate lives, but these are fucking unbearable. They're just so bad.
What made him gain some notoriety was his beef with Almighty Tevin. While Tevin was still around on YouTube,
this is iconic lore. I love this lore.
To give money he won in Vegas
the Tevin and Sidella beef.
Tevin, just for making fun of DSP. He also goes on to call him a North American ape and a whole bunch of other racist shit. He also sounds like this, by the way.
Hello, who is this? Who am I speaking with?
I am Alex.
Hello, Alex. How are you tonight?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for calling in.
You think?
Don't laugh, DSP. Don't laugh.
Any particular thing you'd like to talk about tonight?
Well, I want to just say that you're doing a great job doing your past week.
Thank you. Thank you.
I love your content, and I love Happy Rain. I was Happy Rain ever since. I like your content.
This dude was like just sitting there trying to not laugh, and I gotta give it to him. This is because I like also from time to time giving credit to DSP when it's due. Not laughing in a situation like this, massive shout out.
I was happy
because there was like, oh, I wish I could find it. Holy shit, there was this video that is so
I
good.
like the content.
Not much to talk about with this one. The Homefront Revolution review became the most popular review he did on his channel. The comments on that video is fucking hilarious, by the way. In March of 2017,
No, it's not gonna happen.
DSP bought a Switch that had just released at the time.
It was like,
After
oh,
one
this is
day
the
of testing
one.
it out,
This is the one. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this one. This one is fucking great. It's another moment like this. Just a minute long.
Hi. How are you? I'm Gertch.
Gertch.
What's your talent?
This is some girl popping on Instagram live with some other influencer girl.
I'm singing.
I'm singing.
Okay. Yeah. So what? Would you pick a number between 1 and 2? I've got 2 songs.
Pick a number between 1 and 2.
Okay. Ready?
M to the B, it's M to the B, it's M to the B, it's M to the B.
Alright.
Yeah.
Sophie, you're not the only girl who can spit
You're
bars.
too
Show
good.
Joe
You
it's
can
not.
show your.
Send it over to send back. We'll see, won't we?
Thank you.
This girl is a soldier. This girl is a soldier for not laughing at this. Because sometimes there's just fans like this, and you just can't laugh. It's like DSP. It's like DSP. What is this?
review
Brick
became the most.
switch.
In March,
Wait, what is happening here? We're talking about Homefront.
Vegas to
talking
have
about
somebody kill
Sidella.
Tevin just for making fun of DSP. He also goes on to call him a North American Nate and a whole bunch of other racist shit.
Oh, this shit, yeah.
Well, thank you for calling in.
Thank you for calling in,
Thanks. You're welcome.
again.
Any particular thing you'd like to talk about tonight?
Well, I want to just say that you're doing a great job doing your first video.
Oh no, let's skip this. We already watched this. Come on. Homefront Revolution.
Not
The
much
biggest
to talk
video of
about
all
with
time.
this one. The Homefront Revolution review became the most popular review he did on his channel. The comments on that video is fucking hilarious, by the way.
Brick Switch. Was
In
this the
March of
day one brick?
2017, DSP bought a Switch that had just released at the time. After one day of testing it out, the Switch didn't turn back on and was pretty much dead. But it did give DSP a new opportunity to beg his fans for more money.
So I come into the office. Now here's what happened last night. I said I need this to charge overnight. So I took my Nintendo Switch. Here it is. I put it into the dock. All right. It popped up on screen, right? And it said, you know, what do you want to do? What are your options
He
or
did
whatever? And
everything
all I did
correct.
is I pushed
This
the
how I'm
power
supposed
button.
to get this.
And the switch turned off. And that was that. And I left it like that overnight. Okay? Thinking it's in the dock. It's plugged into the dock.
In the
I
dock.
turned it off. It's gonna, you know, charge or whatever overnight. So that's how I left it. Woke up today, obviously, getting ready for the stream. And I said, okay, let me get it going. So I go over to the Switch. I push the power button. It was in the dock. Push the power button.
It blew up.
Nothing.
Losing the house.
This was something DSP claimed while trying to pay off his back taxes in 2018. It was another way for him to guilt trip his audience into giving him more money.
So now, all of a sudden, I get hit. This all happened, by the way, before I found out about my tax situation, where I owe all these back taxes and I might lose my house and all this shit. All of a sudden, I get hit with that, and I said, I gotta raise funds. I gotta go out, pull out all the stops. I gotta do everything possible now to make money.
DSP's tax attorney is the main person DSP goes to blame for why his tax situation is always so bad.
And then as all this positive stuff is
And
happening, you guys
with a
were
powerful
coming out to
snort.
the streams and supporting, and I was able to pay all my bills, and I'm dating a girl who's, you know, a great person. And I'm like, damn, this is all working out perfectly. And then this fucking bomb drops on my head. Oh, by the way, your tax attorney, fuck you. You're gonna owe thousands and thousands of dollars in back taxes that you should have been paying all along, but your tax
What was
attorney
it,
didn't do their
16K?
job. Gee,
16K.
what a great position to be in. Thank you, life, so much. I really do fucking appreciate it, right?
In early
Wedding and dying
2018,
parents is the
DSP
next
claimed that he needed to go visit his parents in Connecticut since he was in fear of their health, and it might be the last time he ever gets to see them again.
It's basically at this point a necessity, a make or break. If I don't go to visit my parents sometime in 2019, I may never see them again. You see what I mean?
He also claimed that they wanted to meet his new girlfriend, Kat, and that they would be paying for all the traveling expenses so he can make the trip. After doing a whole bunch of marathon streams to pay off his back taxes, DSP went off to go visit his parents in April. Then suddenly, DSP put out a tweet stating that him and Kat just got married to each other.
Everybody's
This made his
reaction
fans
was really
pissed,
funny at the time.
knowing that the money just probably
DSP
went off
got
to go pay for a
married.
wedding. And DSP stayed up the whole night arguing with people on Twitter.
I had to lie about things because I had to protect my family.
In the bottle crunch.
This is a
Noxious
thing
as
Phil
fuck.
did, where he would crunch his water bottle directly into the microphone. The only reason why he would do this was to piss off the people that was watching his screams. Pretty much the same reason why he snorts and burps directly into the mic as well.
All right, bottle crunch, everybody.
By
This was a
depression.
special Hate Live podcast episode where DSP talked about the topic of depression. He mainly used it as a way to excuse his shitty behavior on Twitter, for making tweets about people getting early release copies of games, and for talking shit about people like Ninja, who had recently just played Fortnite with Drake.
And I know that. I know that putting that out on Twitter is going to cause trouble. I know that logically in this head. I know that's stupid, you know, but I did it anyway. And it wasn't a mistake. It wasn't a mistake that I put that on fucking Twitter. No, sir, it wasn't. That was my depression.
Howard Stern was a comedian DSP used to watch when he was much younger. He's also the person DSP blamed for making those Nazi jokes in Dead Space 2.
The bottom line was the thing I got banned for is pretty heinous. I agree, jokes about Nazis and shit is not funny. I, at that point in my life 9 years ago, was very immature and thought that it was, and thought that if I emulate Howard Stern, I should be all right. But obviously it's wrong. And the thing is, now in 2019, I could come out and say, my God, that's so stupid. Why did I do that?
This was a job his father got him on until he got fired from it in
Hey, we're on the
2009.
helicopter company. This one is
DSP
exciting
claimed
as
that the
fuck.
high ropes at the company made
One of the
empty
most
promises that he
exciting
was going to
DSP
make
stories.
more money if
That's
he
why I
showed
love hearing it every time for the 90 millionth time.
potential.
We're getting close
And
to
of course,
100 likes.
DSP
Wow,
made
this
the
is
company
amazing.
way better than it was before he showed up.
I'm
and they fired
gonna.
him
What
for
am I
no
gonna do
reason
for
at all.
100 likes?
After working there
What
for
can
2.5
I do? We can listen to some more Christian songs with the lights on the robust setting.
Years I was
Phenomenal.
told.
Hit 100 likes. We're gonna listen to Christian music and lip sync to Christian music and this. Oh, we hit 100 likes. Okay, I guess we gotta do it. Probably hit it before I even know we gotta listen to Christian music. Oh, now we gotta listen to Christian music. Come on. Christian sang. Okay, which one? He has a lot of albums. He has like more albums than Lil Piggy, honestly. What does he have? Chronicles, Holding Out for a Hero. Let's see this one. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna put the lights in robust setting. This is the 100 likes special. Wait, this is not robust. Nope. Yes.
Baller alert. Baller alert. Calling out baller alert. Got no.
Oh shit, I can't take a lot of this. Now you're gonna retract your likes. Alright, this is all I
We
can
see
take of
potential
fucking
for you.
Christian.
You're better
Stop
than just
retracting
working
your
customer
likes.
support. So what we're going to do is we're going to put you into an exclusive training program for continuous improvement. So you're one of our up-and-comers. We identify your talent. We identify your initiative. We want to reward you by giving you and putting you into this program. Okay?
Oh
so
my
I said,
God,
okay,
we're gonna
sounds
listen
good to
to
me.
fucking
Let's do
Christian.
it.
Hey, big ups
I worked
proper.
extra hours. I worked way above my pay grade. The work
my
I was
God,
doing
we
was
worked
people
so
getting
hard.
paid double what I get paid. We're doing the same work. Yeah, I was getting paid the pay of a customer service rep. Okay, I did this for 2
was
years. First, I
getting
went through an
cucked again.
extensive training program where
Turning
I was
into cuck
training
life
for
for
it
real.
while still doing all of my normal work at my job. I was basically doing 2 jobs. I was juggling the training and still doing all the work of a CSR at exactly the same time. I revamped the entire process from start to finish. The company became way more efficient and started saving tons of money. When I was done, okay? When I was done...
He's making himself up to be this indisposable guy, this perfect worker, and then he gets cut off. How does that work?
With this.
This doesn't
the VP,
function like
the vice president, who was in charge of the company, left the company. He was the one who promised me all of this. He left the company.
Ah, too bad.
They didn't know what to do with me anymore. They said, well, he can't just do customer service work anymore. We had him not do that for a year, and everyone else they replaced him. What do? They put me into a new department, and within 2 months laid me off.
Oh no. How can they do that to Phil?
The vest streak happened when doing one retrospective stream. One video showed DSP wearing a vest, and one of his fans asked him if he still had it. DSP got up and went to his closet and showed that he did still have the vest.
Fucking vest! In that terrible video of the vest streak. That terrible video.
Somehow, this turned into a tips goal.
Why?
DSP received $100 during the stream. He would put on the vest.
Was so bad.
This all started with the original vest, but then DSP went out and bought multiple vests and would set up posts for which one his fans wanted him to put on. He would even set up vest celebrations when he hit them up.
And it has all the leaderboards on top of each other. So it's like an inception of leaderboards.
Milestone, where he would bring back DSP tries it. Phil did his best to keep the vest streak going as long as possible, by even delaying one stream for an hour just so he could hit the goal. It didn't last, because during one Paper Mario stream, he did his best to delay as much as possible, but he just couldn't get that last tip to save the streak.
It was Paper Mario?
The vest streak lasted for 276 streams in a row, and while he does still put on the vest whenever he hits the goal, I doubt he'll ever have that much money coming in when the vest streak was in its prime.
That money was wild though. He was getting in so much money
in 2020,
where what is this, like $100 a stream? Secure for 276.
They have some kind of ear infection and had to cancel one of his screens because of it.
Ear infection.
He had to visit the doctor, and they provided him some medicine that would help with the issue.
I hope the Instagram picture is in this. Otherwise, I'll have to go to Instagram by myself.
Many thought he was making this up.
I love DSP's
and when a fan of his asked what medicine did the doctor give,
was it
DSP went on a toxic rant and told that.
Yeah, this is it. This is it. This is the iconic photo of DSP in bed, and he was posting this for attention on Twitter, Instagram, whatever. And the caption was something along the lines of him having an ear infection and having to not stream, and it hurts. But of course, the pacifier was put there by somebody else, some shithead.
Fan to go jump off a cliff.
It was just like attention posting. And he had a girlfriend at the time, right?
Why you think you have to look this up on the internet? I have no fucking idea. You think I'm making it up? I'm not. And if you think so, fuck you. Seriously, I'm in so much fucking pain this last weekend.
He's not making it up because now he wears the toilet seat.
Trying to hide it and put out good streams for you guys. And you have the biggest shitheads on the planet.
The biggest shitheads on the planet. It's not, no, it's not Jeffrey Epstein. It's not murderers and people, terrorists, and all those people. It's people on the internet that make fun of Phil that are the biggest shitheads on the planet.
Stuff. Go fuck yourselves.
People that say he didn't get an ear infection are the biggest assholes on the planet.
I don't care about you. I really just hope that you fucking find something better to do with your lives, because I just don't give a fuck anymore about stupid people. Like, you can go seriously jump off a fucking cliff if you think that I would make this up.
Say in Minecraft
that I was fucking in. Fuck off.
What is the next one? Let's go. Papa Vera, of course.
Papa Vera is a gay furry pay pig that really didn't get much attention until he started helping DSP during his Minecraft playthrough in 2019. Of course, the only way he could help Phil was by giving him money each time he wanted to give him a tip on what to do. He basically became a slave, spending 9 hours of his day to build shit in DSP's Minecraft world. And when all was said and done, DSP moved on from Minecraft, and he didn't even thank Papa Vera for all the help and support he gave him during that playthrough.
Where'd Papa Vera go?
Papa Vera doesn't show up for streams like he used to.
Yeah.
He still likes to chat with DSP on Twitter sometimes.
Oh, he does?
Oh, no! Oh, no! 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 Papa Vera! Oh, fucking shit!
Such a cuck. Because he had a shrine to him in Minecraft. A shrine to Papa Vera.
I'm doing research, but I couldn't find anything about
Because he was writing guides and stuff. And DSP's like the least interested guy in any of this. He didn't give a shit about any of this. But he was like, whatever, it's hand holding, so let's just go with this.
So if you know what it means,
So
leave it
lame.
down in the comments.
Wait, what was this?
Planet Jiff.
Blu-ray collection.
I tried doing research, but I couldn't find
The
anything.
Blu-ray collection is, you should probably find it in a house store. I'm not gonna go look for him right now, but it's a house store video. It's DSP showing off his wall of Blu-rays that he allegedly sold afterwards. That's the lore on this, I
about
guess.
this. So if you know what
It's
it
a
means, leave it down in the comments.
Yes. Go write a comment about it.
Planet Jiff is one of DSP's biggest pay pigs. Like
That's
I
true.
said earlier, he took part of the Jasper scam. He's been doxxed on Kiwi Farms, and I believe he has a dead wife, and he uses the money from her insurance to give the DSP. He's also
Something
an
like that,
engineer,
probably.
so he has a decent amount of income. But after being doxxed, he stepped
Planet
away from the
Jiff.
circle.
Also known as allegedly 1 Minute Man.
Although it's speculated that he's going under a new name, 1 Minute Man.
1 minute chill.
It's
Birthday
exactly
week.
what you
Hey,
expect.
there we go.
DSP doesn't celebrate his
In about
birthday the day
15
that it
minutes.
happens. He chooses to have a whole week dedicated to it. He would even buy cringy decorations and hype it up as much as possible. The main reason for it being the birthday week is him hoping that during the week, people would tip him more than usual.
And they kind of do, I guess. Click on the ads. This is with
was
the
what got his
AdSense
first
stuff.
channel kicked out
This is with the AdSense
of the
stuff.
partnership program.
The same thing.
It's against YouTube's policy, and DSP had a hard time admitting that he actually said this, even though there's video proof of the
This was
direct
an
quote.
interesting hairline back then because it's tilted. It's way tilted, as you can
Continue in the
see.
future, please go to my partner channel,
I
the
do like
King
this.
HD, and click on the ads that show up on the videos there. Because
Oops.
hopefully, fingers crossed, that actually
Fingers
starts giving me
crossed.
some money back for what I'm doing.
No, you're not supposed to say this. Oh, Skittles. Now, this is a cool one.
This was another idea Phil
This is a
had
cool
after
one.
the Vestry Cat
But
ended.
it was way too cringe, and he couldn't even go through with this. He couldn't go through with this. Eating Skittles, like a thing that is this big, couldn't go through with this. He was in debt to his fans for eating Skittles. He owed them Skittles.
For $50, you can watch a grown-ass nigga eat candy on screen.
I'm afraid.
Yeah. Wait, 50? I'm afraid
It's
to
the
eat
first
this.
time ever in my life I'm afraid to eat a piece of candy.
An actual child.
All right, I'm just gonna fucking do it.
Like, he has 115 on the tips total right now.
I'm just gonna jump right in.
Oh, I'm gonna jump right in. Oh!
Oh!
It's terrible. Terrible. What a waste. Well, it was like $20, whatever it is. Paying somebody to eat a Skittle and it's like this, and they don't even go through with it.
During one session,
And then you got fucking Big Nick, the Mr. Avocado, who is like devouring everything. And look at this. And look at this. And this motherfucker.
It's fancy.
And this motherfucker can't even eat Skittles properly.
in the VR chat, DSP
Come
got into a
on,
mini argument with
Skittles.
a
And these dudes are devouring industrial amounts of ramen noodles. This could feed an entire village. This. And it goes to these two.
11-year-old girl, and this was the result.
Holy
of it.
shit, hell.
Just walked in the door. I'm trying to figure out what's going
Help
on.
me. Come on, you can't eat Skittles properly. Hey, this is about slapping the girl.
Wow. You're quite rude.
I'm 11,
You're
deal
11.
with it. This is one of the badass lines that people have told DSP. I'm 11, deal with it. How am I supposed to deal with it?
And your parents bought you a gaming PC? What's wrong with this picture?
And then he completely makes some shit up.
Probably because I'm part wolf.
And then the obvious explanation happens when she's part wolf.
Click on it. Ah.
Yeah, let's get away from
Good, now I'm
putting
away
shit
from
on
that
it.
annoying fucking bitch of a kid who I would have slapped in real fucking life if they talked to me like that.
Keep beefing with kids.
I would have fucking pimp slapped that shit out of that.
Which bounty board? Yeah,
I
none of
believe
it.
the bounty board was a way to get paid sponsorship opportunities on Twitch.
He did.
And while I don't know how exactly DSP got banned from it, He blamed the trolls for it, of course.
I think he got Elo Hell from it. The Elo Hell stream that he did, I think so, was from the bounty board. And then the developers were like, wait, we didn't know DSP was playing this. We don't endorse DSP, actually. When I think about it, I don't endorse DSP. And this is where we are now, where he can't get a sponsorship at all. And he's not on Twitch.
Froggins, I'm still blacklisted from the Twitch bounty board. I have been for a whole year now. And they're never going to unban me because of the shitheads who harass people online. So, it's just not going to happen.
It's my fault. Potion.
Yeah,
Potion the cat.
this
Very
is
nice.
another one I have no clue about.
What? It's Potion the cat, the mascot of the Scrim. Before Jasper arrived. He was the actual mascot sitting behind DSP. The Halloween marathon.
Marathons are something DSP does every year.
One of my favorites.
He plays through multiple horror games.
Godlike
and they
lore.
all turn out to be pretty boring.
Absolutely.
No one
godlike.
is there to watch the games he plays. They're mostly there to make fun of whatever stupid ass costume he has on. We've got an Assassin's Creed, Bob Ross,
this is bad. The Assassin's Creed shit was bad.
Yoshi.
Yoshi was. Come on, it's the green screen suit. I think Tevin chroma keyed this one. It was great. Colonel Scamders. It was so good. The Colonel Sanders one was so good. He didn't even know how to act. So he was acting like I don't know. I don't even know. It was so goofy.
And most recently, the Cookie Monster.
The Cookie Monster was the most underwhelming one, I gotta say. It was the most underwhelming one. Because it was just like a onesie. It was just a onesie.
Sometimes.
At least the Bob Ross had like a little mustache that irritated him and he was bitching about it. And this is nothing. This is just like trash.
He'll even put a tip skull behind it. Like in 2019, when he was begging his fans for $1,800.
Wow.
None of these screams turned out to be entertaining, except for the one in 2018.
Yeah, this one was bad with the when he ate the Chips Ahoy.
For obvious reasons.
It's Tevin's fault.
Obvious reasons. Gifted subs, there we go.
His fans have constantly been asking for Phil to get a green screen and use it for a screen. But for some weird reason, DSP has always refused. He always says that he needed to upgrade all of his screaming equipment before he can even consider getting the green screen. Now this is pretty weird, since DSP has claimed that he ordered a green screen before.
And speaking of which, I have an announcement to make. I announced this on Twitter last night, but officially I wanted to talk about it in a video. I have ordered a green screen setup. Now what that means is that I have it's going to be a green screen that can go behind this love seat. All right, and I know that right now the framing isn't perfect. You can see I have the other wall, the corner in here, the shot by accident. It's not going to be like that. What I'm going to eventually do is position it so that maybe I'll move this a little bit further this way so you don't have that. And there's going to be a green screen behind me. And what this means is when I do vlogs in the future, let's say, for example, the weekend preview, right? And I'm saying, and then this Tuesday, Dark Souls 2 DLC. And I click, and all of a sudden behind me, you'll see Dark Souls 2 playing, or you see Dark Souls 2 art or whatever behind me. That's the cool kind of stuff that
cool idea, like Angry Joe. And Angry Joe's setup is like from 2010 or something. It's been the same for a long time.
Could do with a green screen, and it's something that I've wanted to do for a long time.
That happens. But when this is all carrot dangling, so he can get what he wants and then find a reason why not to do the thing he is talking about doing.
I lived in Connecticut. In my old place, there was too cramped. There was nowhere for me to do it. Now I have my own dedicated room for it, and it should work out. And the good thing is it's a big green screen and a bunch of professional lights for photography. So the lighting in here also is going to get dramatically better once all this equipment shows up.
Yeah, this never happened.
But since he never used
He's still dependent on the sun for lighting. On the sun.
And just left it in his house somewhere. It's too old and dirty.
Not even like a basic ring light.
To even use at this point.
In the quartering interview. That was a great one.
I recently just went over this in my documentary series. This interview came about because DSP got into some...
They didn't even bother cropping out the windows. Like... start menu in the taskbar and shit.
For defending racist jokes.
It's a professional
video. The Quarterant thought it would be a good idea to have him on for an interview. It was pretty terrible. The Quarterant didn't ask any meaningful questions at all, and nobody benefited from it afterwards.
Basically.
WWE Champions is a mobile game created by Scopely that's intended to get as much money out of you as possible. In early 2020, it was found out that DSP had spent more than $25,000 on this one mobile game and had a bunch of evidence coming out against him. The main thing being a Discord account that had a picture linked to his Twitter DSP has tried to deny this multiple times, but more and more evidence has come out over the years. There was even a leaked phone call
I'm
about his
probably gonna watch
transaction
some
history
pre-stream.
that
I
pretty
don't know
much
if all of it,
100%
but
proved that he
some of
spent
it.
all of this money on this one mobile game.
Maybe I'm
I
not
haven't
gonna
done
watch
all
any
the
of it.
proper research yet.
Actually, I'm
but
probably
the
not
story
gonna
has
watch
come a
any of
long
it.
way.
I'm just gonna fill the gap until he goes live, and when he goes live, I'm gonna go out. Because there's no point when I can watch the clips from today a different time, and it's gonna be much easier. Because now I need to sit through a bunch of schedules and actual garbage, and hope for maybe something that he saw on Twitter that pissed him off.
This was referencing the story DSP told when Panda Lee had a panic attack and had to be taken to the hospital.
Hey, it's the hospital
Once
story
DSP
that
was
sucks.
given the hospital bill, he was upset that he had to pay money for somebody else and said this.
Oh my god. The thing is, I know if this ever happens again, I'm gonna tell him you are not allowed to bring her to the hospital. No.
Not allowed.
No, you get no permission to fucking do it. You can't give her a pill. You want to give her a pill, give her a pill. And that's it.
Pill.
Because you're just gonna waste our time again. You didn't help us at all.
Hey, this never happened. The rainy day fund. I love this.
This is
this
referencing
meme.
DSP not knowing what the hell rainy day fund
Didn't even know what a
means.
rainy day fund
Anyway,
is.
rainy day fund is basically your savings. Money that you save up for a special project, for a day when there's just nothing going on, you want to spend some money on something, right? Oh, it's a rainy day, I'm gonna go to a park
So it's-
somewhere.
yeah, of course
go buy
it
something
is.
frivolously
Of course
just to
it
kill
is.
some time or whatever. That's what
To
a
buy something to kill some time. This man is out of this world.
rainy day fund is supposed to be. So, do I know what a rainy day fund is? Yeah, it's called when you actually have extra money on top of your standard of financial obligations. It's money you save up
When you go
so that when a day
frivolously to
comes,
spend.
when it's a, oh, you were going to do something, but now there's nothing to do today because it's raining out, or it
What?
ruined your plans, or you just have a random day when you just want to do something different, you can spend that money on.
Dark.
It's basically money you save up just
Dark.
to blow
Come
on a
on.
special day.
Come on,
when normally you're
Dark.
going to do one thing and you can't do that anymore, right?
What? When have
we
you
were
had
gonna
this
go
money?
out to the
Never.
beach today, you know, but it rained. So instead of going to the
Rained.
beach, we're gonna go
We bought a PS5.
to the bowling alley and bowl and do some arcade and go to the
Wow,
arcade.
and he's like for real. He is legit with this.
Play some games or something. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah,
a
of
rainy day
course.
fund.
Of
I'm a
course, it's
mature
a
adult
rainy
with a
day.
business
What?
degree.
Empty game cases. Oh yeah.
This is talking
Those
about the
are
multiple
great.
times DSP did
Those
giveaways
are
to his
great.
fans. He would send them a game, but without the actual game inside. So it's just an empty case with his signature. And I think this goes without saying, but this is not how you do giveaways.
All right, here it is.
Yeah, there were so many
So I
of
want
them.
to make it very clear
There
up
were so
front.
many of them. There was
This
like
does
4
not
or
include
5
the
ones.
game. This is not the game.
Not the
okay?
game.
This is Deus Ex
Why
Human
would I need
Revolution
this?
Collector's Edition.
Why?
Comes with this very nifty
Why are you giving this
collector's
to me?
box. On the
Collector's
inside,
box.
comes with a few things. First of all,
Can I play the game?
collector's edition packaging. As you open that
Oh,
up,
packaging it. He's trying to sell this to you, and he knows it's trash. But he's trying to sell it to you, and you're supposed to be his fan and like him,
you're gonna see
bro.
the game's gone because I traded it in years ago, but it does have the second bonus disc that probably has the behind-the-scenes content and stuff like that. Okay, and then it also has this really neat art book.
In an art book. Fucking nice. Tier 5 aunt.
DSP's aunt is the one he mainly blames for getting gout in the
Not
first
even gonna
place.
finish this video.
I have
Maybe a different time.
high levels of uric acid in my body, also called gout. This is
Also
something
called
that
gout.
is a result of both genetics as well as lifestyle. And I didn't know that I was genetically prone to it because I didn't know my aunt had it. In fact, no one knew my aunt had it
Nobody
until
knew.
I got it
Kept
about
it in
6
secret.
years ago. I had a
It was her
flare-up out
dark
of nowhere. I
secret.
was like, what's
On her deathbed, she was like, Philly boy, it was me who gave you that gout. I did it. And he was like, huh? I thought it could be anybody else but you, aunt. I loved you like you were my mom. Who I don't love for some reason because she was smoking too much cigarettes while she was pregnant.
what's going on with my foot?
I don't even know,
understand what's
man.
wrong. Went to the doctor,
Shout
found
out
out
to
what it
the aunt.
was, start asking around. Oh, my aunt has it. Her whole life. Never told anyone. Oh, well, if I had known that I was prone to it, maybe I would have watched my lifestyle, right? But I didn't know.
They didn't tell him. They didn't
Derek
tell him.
is DSP's #1 fan.
Yo, Derek.
You will always see him in the chat at DSP's screen.
Yeah, that's
Mainly
exactly
because
what
his
his
fans
Twitter
the
looked
same
like.
question over and over until DSP notices. Derek gained some recognition when he was
Bro,
caught using his parents'
this thumb up is so bizarre.
credit card that gave DSP money. He's overall just a pretty weird guy, especially on Twitter. He tweets and follows a whole bunch of porn stars, both male and female, and says a whole bunch of weird shit. He's pretty much his own log cow.
Help. In the Seattle area,
Phil was having back issues while he was still in Connecticut, and once he moved to Seattle, somehow it made his back feel much better.
Minecraft auction.
While Phil was doing his Minecraft streams,
holy fuck,
whoever was the final tip of the night would get to choose what Phil would do once he played again.
Yeah, he tweets also the male porn stars. He tweets them too. And he also tweets them, hey, male porn star, I would like to see you in a scene with this other porn star. It's so bizarre, man. It's the shit that nobody else would comprehend to tweet. That's why those people, those porn stars, they don't even know how to respond. They're super confused all the time.
Hoping to start.
And then it's this dude mentioning them on Twitter so they can like his birthday post.
A tip war and gain as much value as he could from it. He continues to do this even to this day with the Pokemon streams. Whoever sends him $25 gets to name one of his Pokemon.
Yeah. It's so sad. Hey, the
during the
50-bit
finale of the Buzzsnacks playthrough, DSP was getting annoyed that the ending was getting interrupted by one of his fans. He went on a complete meltdown, and this was the result of it.
Start Rune, I'm just not going to respond to you anymore because you're trying to make an exciting finale of the game all about you. What the fuck, dude? Just grow the fuck up. Seriously, I mean it. I'm in the middle of a game that's really exciting ending. I'm trying to get into it.
So
Phil's not reading every cheer I am and micro-analyzing, and this could all be a figment of someone's imagination. Shut the fuck up. Seriously, shut up.
Fuck up.
You're stupid. Okay.
Come on now.
Wow.
Get your varmints.
Okay.
That's mega toxic, though. Why would you be such an asshole to somebody?
I mean it too. Hold on. Sorry, I mean to hit that.
I mean it too. Make the game
Since
quiet.
people are intent on ruining the playthrough, because this is what they're trying to do, you can all get the fuck out now.
Oh,
so here we
he
go.
turned off the recording.
Get out.
That's a great segment right there.
Like, I don't know that you're all from the same group of people. Like, I don't know who you really are anyway. Even though you've been in here the past few days cheering and shit, like, I don't know who you all are. Okay. So here we go. I know all about everything that happens.
I know everybody.
All right, the people that tried to derail the stream tonight are that group of people. It's the people who, they're not really fans of mine.
Let it
they
happen.
watch ironically to try to get me to say, oh, what will Phil do stupid tonight? Oh, can I really annoy
Yes, but you should cash in on those people. You're not gonna be begging every day. Just cash in on them. Stop taking everything so seriously. Your reputation is down the toilet. Your fucking name is down the toilet. You can't even tell anybody what you do for a living because they're gonna look you up and they're gonna find it. You're on level 1. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of it.
Phil tonight? Can I
Come
trigger Phil
on.
tonight? What can I?
This is the one opportunity you got. Nothing else. There's nothing else that's gonna happen.
I do. That's who those people were. All right. And so here you go, Whoa Moses. No, you're not really Whoa Moses. All right. You are, because this is a spelling, a variation of a name that I used to use a million years ago. All right. These are the people. They do this. They try to ruin shit, and they did. They almost did. But this fucking Instar ruined. Oh, he's not reading my cheers. Yes, because your cheers are like, gee, I wonder if this is all in someone's head. Gee, I wonder if it's this, that. Dude, I'm in the big finale of the game. All the plots being revealed. We got action-packed sequences to try to keep everyone alive. You're trying to distract me with cheers, and then you're actually have the audacity to tell
Just say this. Just say this. Just say this, that you're at the end of the game, and you're gonna respond to him in a second. And if he's a reasonable human, like your chat you claim to be, then he's gonna be all right with it.
I should just stop what I'm doing on my stream.
And of course, now we go to the extreme. You should stop everything and drop everything and look at that bit here and analyze it and write a thesis statement about it.
In the middle of the finale of a fucking
and he does
game.
this to make the other person seem more unreasonable. This guy that's ranting right now.
That's been building for a long time, and we finally get this crazy twist, but you're more important than everyone watching and me playing. I need to derail it for you and your 50-bit share. Okay? Here's what you can do, Ninstar Rune. You can go fuck yourself and never come back. And I mean that. Don't ever ask to come back, because you're not the kind of person I want watching the stream. I can make do without Ninstar Rune being a 50-bit bitch and derailing my streams with negativity, nonsense, and stupid shit. We're all trying to have a good time on the stream. We gotta be derailed by an idiot. Go fuck yourself. Don't ever
come back.
That simple.
Yes, let's see one more entry. 301 call. Oh, you guys know this.
While he was filing
you guys know this.
This was a pretty funny call because he basically claimed that everything he owned was business related. There was my favorite part, when the woman on the call asked him about WWE Network, and he thought she was asking about WWE Champions.
Okay, what is WWE Network? Hello?
Could you repeat that, please?
There was also a point where a troll joined the call, and he played an audio clip, and she actually started laughing.
Why am I poisoned? Why am I toxic?
This was great. Now, if we're talking about like memes and shit, this was a great moment. But they did kind of help him with the bankruptcy. But whatever, man. Whatever. It was just like a fun time on the internet.
Sheffield, do you have the identification information with you?
The trolls were able might have been a board call by itself, an absolute treat to listen to.
Kobe Bryant, what?
This is referencing the time DSP compared losing a game save to the death of famous basketball player Kobe Bryant.
All right, this is it.
Today's just a bad day.
This is
Kobe
the
Bryant
last
passes
one.
away in a tragic helicopter
Can't do
crash.
anymore.
My slaves get corrupted
I just
and
can't do it.
for friggin' nights. What else could happen? I hope nothing else. I hope that's it. Seriously.
All right, next one is 14 credit cards. This is gonna be another time. Let's go listen to my own music, and I'm gonna just stroke myself out of the stream. Little Piggy. All right. Okay. All right. You can clock out, drop a like, drop a sub, drop $1 million, and get out of here. I'm gonna see you next time. Okay, and go watch this, I guess. Give me all the views and put this on loop by right-clicking and pressing loop. It's gonna be so cool. Go bust. I'm gonna play some other songs from this. First, I'm gonna play Gacha, okay, because it's the newest one.
I'll say it again. I actually do play some mobile games. I do. All right, the ones that I play are free to play.
Bye.
Or incredibly inexpensive, like you spend $1 here or there to make progress.
This one's for all my baby girls.
Got me that gotcha. I love it.
Baller alert. Baller alert. Baller alert. Baller alert.
Gotcha. Begging for fucking tips and shit on the street. It's WWE champions. Shout out to your buddy. I'm stupid. WWE game plays like Candy Crush. Moving gems around. I love my life. Breaking colored gems. I love it. Again, it's pay to win. The more money you sink into it, the more characters you can summon, the higher chance you'll get the better characters, etc., etc. All right. Got me that gotcha. I love it. Got me that gotcha. Begging for fucking tips and shit on the street. Gotcha. Got me that gotcha. Thanks for the money, dummies. Supercar. That was a mobile game I played like 5-6 years ago, a lot. For about a year, I played it pretty hardcore. All right, even at that point, that was before everything kind of fell apart with YouTube and everything. I was putting a little bit of money into it. I was playing for the top cards. I was playing the shit out of that game, okay? After about a year, they launched what they called Season 2, which reset all the cards in the game and made all your progress essentially worthless. And I said, this game fucking sucks. What a complete waste of time that this was, all right? Today, some shithead hater will take something that I say out of context, and a ton of morons will watch that video. So within a day or two, that video will get like 5,000 views. While my daily gameplay videos each are getting, what, like 1,000 views, if that? Cuck life, 100%. Live the life of the cuck. Why not? YouTube doesn't care. Illegal, immoral, harmful, fucking toxic. This is insane. This is fucking toxic. Cuck life. It became a meme, right? The meme was to hate on me. Were there legitimate reasons? At first, there were. But over the years, are you shitting me how I've changed, like how different I am now? There is nothing fucking legitimate you could do. With the shit these people say and do, the insane amounts of slander and defamation about me, that's just untrue on the internet. There's no way I could ever, in any capacity, legally or otherwise, there's no way I could even dispute 99% of the shit they say because of the insane amount of it that they say. Cuck life, 100%. Live the life of the cuck. Why not? YouTube doesn't care. Illegal, immoral, harmful, fucking toxic. This is insane. This is fucking toxic. Cuck life, 100%. Live the life of the cuck. Why not? YouTube doesn't care. Illegal, immoral, harmful, fucking toxic. This is insane. This is fucking toxic. Cuck life, 100%. Live the life of the cuck. Why not?
Because I just want you guys to understand that means the world to me when I get a message like that. Like, it's been tough. You know, my life has been tough over the last decade. It has. And when I read a message like that, I'm sorry that I'm tearing up like a baby. But when I read a message like that, it makes me feel like it was worth it. You know, like all the shit that happened to me and all the stress and the mental shit that I go through on a daily basis, sometimes, that is worth it because there's people out there who got something out of all of this. You know, it wasn't just some dickhead in front of a camera, you know, doing stupid videos. That actually meant something to people. And that means the world to me, that there's people out there that, you know, for a decade, that they've been watching me and they've been following me and they've been watching my life evolve and how I become a better person, you know?